Welcome, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at how you are victorious when it comes to your hater or your enemy or your karmic, okay? You name it. All right? Anyone who's been standing in your way, anyone who's been talking crap about you, anyone who seems to basically go against you for some fucking reason, okay? Like, seriously, how are you winning when it comes to these people? Hi, my name is Diana, Psychic Intuitive, and before you are 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is from the Tarot of the Trees tarot deck, and your stone is Jadeite, okay? That's pile number 1 for you. If you feel attracted to this pile, then it's your pile. Pile 2 is from the Simplicity Tarot, and the stone for pile 2 is just clear crystal stone, okay? Clear crystal stone is your stone, pile 2. For pile 3, this is from the Quantum Tarot, and before you is the black opalite. That is your object. Pile 3, that would be your pile. And then my beautiful pile 4, last but not least, is from the Rainbow Moon Tarot deck. And before you is a aura colored or multicolored crystal stone. Go ahead and feel free to make your choice or choices. You may make your choice based on the backing of the pile that you're most interested in, which is one of these here, or you may make your choice based on the stone. In addition, if you have maybe a couple of haters or a couple of different situations that you're dealing with, you might want to go ahead and assign a pile to each person, okay? And that will give you more information. If you're just looking for information on how you are victorious over your haters in general, then go ahead and watch all of them, okay, my beautiful viewer? All right, let's make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. How are you victorious over your hater, and what is your victory over your hater, or victories, right? We're going to cover a lot of ground here today, pile 1. Okay, so first of all, what I'm getting is that you are winning over your hater by being prosperous, my beautiful pile 1. Okay, you are winning when it comes to money, all right? So if that's not happening right now, understand that it's coming down the pipeline for you. And I see this just like good fortune also, specifically, things will be going your way. Good fortune will be coming to you in the matters that matter to you the most, right? So for example, if you've got, it could be anything. Say there's someone at the hospital, or there's some issue, maybe an outstanding debt, or just, I don't know what it is, okay? It's going to clear up, right? Good fortune is coming your way, pile 1. That's how you're winning over your hater. So it could be a situation that they caused or helped trigger, something like this. You're going to overcome it, okay? You're going to have a major bounce back. I'm also getting purity for you, pile 1. I'm just getting this vibe like you are going to be viewed as the pure one, pile 1. Okay, you're not going to get embroiled in this as if you are the problem, or if they were trying to like stain your character or mess with your image or something like this. I feel that the way you're currently winning is you're being viewed as the one who is not dirty, who is not messy. Okay, you're the one who's viewed as clean. You're the one who's viewed as clean. You're the one who's viewed as pure. This is how you're winning, or this is how the way you will be winning when it comes to this hater that you have chosen for this pile number 1, or just in general, okay? Let me go ahead and set your Jadeite stone aside, and let's take a look, pile 1, at what this hater did to you, okay? We're going to get to the bottom of this, and we're doing this also just to create confirmation in the cards as far as like, you know, if you're on the right pile, you know, just to make sure that, you know, Spirit has you dialed in here before we go into the in-depth ways, message on the ways you are winning or will be winning when it comes to this hater or this, you know, person or this karmic or this enemy, okay? All right, so we got the Queen of Pentacles. It could be that this person messed with your business or something like this, okay? You may have had a business, or you may have a business, and I feel like this person is trying to like somehow sabotage your business or try to get in the way of what it is that you're trying to build, what you're trying to create, okay? Now, you are a very attentive person. You're wealthy, part one. You're wealthy or you're on the way to becoming wealthy. That's what's coming through in the cards. And I feel like this hater knows how much you were taking good care of what you had going on, and they tried to get in the way of it somehow, okay? They tried to do something or say something to get in the way of it. Yeah, this person saw that you were having fun, part one. This person saw that you had found a fun way of making money and getting rich. And they saw that you were looking cute, you were looking fly, and that you had your stuff together. Not only were you posh or have, creating poshness for yourself and, looking cute while doing it or having fun while doing it, they wanted to get in the way of that. They were jealous. That's what I'm seeing, pile one. Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you, pile one. Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah. This person tried to muddy the waters for you. I feel like this person, they tried to say something to make it seem like you were not being clear, to make it seem like you didn't know what you were talking about, okay? Or like you weren't, like you didn't have a sharp mind, like you didn't have clarity, okay? They wanted to sort of downplay the fact that you are onto something, pile one, okay? You're onto something. And they tried to sort of see if they could mess with that, okay? And they wanted to play interference, okay? We got Six of Swords. Okay, my beautiful pile one. So I feel like this person, this hater of yours, so a couple messages coming through, okay? I feel like they may have they wanted to see you get left behind, pile one. Yeah, they wanted people to walk away from you. They wanted someone to abandon you. They wanted people to be like, oh, pile one doesn't even know what they're talking about. It's time to move on. It's time to let go of this mess. Pile one is a mess. They wanted this kind of energy out there about you. Okay. They also wanted you to abandon whatever it is that you are onto, which is amazing, by the way, pile one. Do not abandon what you are onto, okay, pile one. You know what you're doing, okay? You've got this, okay? But I feel like this hater, they try to make you feel like maybe it was best for you to just leave this thing behind and just move on to something else and just go try. Oh my gosh, shut up. My other phone is buzzing like mad, guys. I cannot stand that. Okay, so sorry for the disturbance. What I'm seeing is that this person tried to make it seem like what you had going on wasn't really much of anything, and you need to just move on and let that go, whatever you are onto, okay? They saw the brilliance of your mind, pile one. They saw that you were telling the truth. They saw that you had clarity, but they wanted others to abandon you, but despite having seen this, or they wanted you to abandon your position, okay? They also tried to maybe abandon you. So maybe they were an ally or something like this. They were helping you to put this whole thing together, helping you to facilitate this business or this activity where you are nurturing something very practically valuable into a state of opulence and I don't know what you want to call it, majesty or abundance or whatever it is, okay? It could have had something to do with your beauty too, okay? And they kind of left you hanging. This could be a hairdresser that left you hanging and didn't want to really quite help you wrap up what you were doing because they were a hater and they were jealous of you. They didn't want you to have that. And so they were sabotaging you. I'm getting sabotage. I keep hearing sabotage. They're trying to sabotage what you had going, pal. Pile one in one way or another. You might want to watch pile 3. Okay, I just hit pile 3 for some reason, even though 1 is right there. Okay, it's quite clear, but I just channeled pile 3. So you might want to watch pile 3 as well for a general reading or to assign to someone else. We got the 5 of Swords, or maybe as a part 2 to this reading. Okay, now someone was playing like, poor loser. I feel like this hater of yours, they lost out in some kind of way when it comes to thoughts, opinions. They just wanted to win at all costs, okay? They didn't care if you were right or not. They didn't care if you were onto something legit or not. They didn't care. All they cared was about breaking that tree that you were trying to grow. They wanted to see it break, okay? And maybe they did break it in the sense that they try to mess with your morale or your self-esteem about this thing, okay? And they said some things. Yeah, I feel like they said some things, or maybe they were even sneaky. It's possible they were sneaky in some kind of way. They tried to defeat you, pile 1. They try to defeat you in some kind of way. And they try to do it in front of others. They wanted others to think that you were defeated. They said some things, or maybe they teamed up with others against you or something like this. That's possible coming through as well. And they were not honorable. That is clear. Pile 1. They were not honorable with you, okay? There was a dispute going on, it's possible, and they were like, I'm gonna win this no matter what. I don't care if pile 1 is correct about this. I want them to feel like a loser. They wanted you to feel like a loser, pile 1. And that's some straight BS, okay? They wanted to teach you a lesson by defeating you, even if it wasn't a legit victory, okay? We got the Chariot. Yeah, I'm just getting this sort of like reckless, ruthless vibe from this person. Okay, pile 1, they were like, no, I'm just gonna run you over. I don't even care, okay? I don't even care. I don't care if you're right, pile 1. I don't care if you're building a business, pile 1. I don't care if you're doing a good job, pile 1. I don't care if you're cute. I don't care. I just want to win. I just want to win. I want to run you over. So this is someone who had an ambition to come out on top. Even if they sucked, even if they were wrong, they wanted to come out on top regardless, okay? So this is how they were hurting you. This is how they hurt you. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you are winning against this person, pile 1. Let me go ahead and get your oracle cards. I'll be right back. Okay, pile 1, we got a bunch of juicy information for you here today. Pile 1. Oh my gosh, what did I say? Okay, so here's how you're winning. Others clearly see that you're awesome. There is nothing they can do. They try to win by having this public defeat. Maybe they try to shame you or embarrass you and say, you know, I've got the power. I'm going to take these things away from you so you can look ratchet, so you can look like you don't really have it together or something like this, okay? Yes, they wanted you to think that you were ratchet, pile 1. But you know what ended up happening is that people saw that this person was less awesome than you in some way or shape or form. It says your inability to see and choose a path, fork in the road, choices, the weighing of pros and cons, mind versus heart. So pile 1, another way that you're winning when it comes to this person is that they lack vision. Yeah, this person lacks vision. They're not able to make good choices. They don't know how to say, oh, you know, they don't know how to determine which is the better choice. Okay, this is how you're winning right now. Is this person doesn't have good taste. They don't have the ability to make the right choices. They can't see what's awesome and what's less awesome. They genuinely can't. Pile 1. Okay, they genuinely can't. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and put the 1 up here. I like it. It's very prominent. Let's leave it there. Yeah. So you're more awesome than this person. That is what Spirit is saying. Okay. And you know, it's funny because I don't like to preach this whole idea that, you know, some people are better than others or whatever. But the truth is, given certain circumstances and within certain areas, some people are better than other people. I mean, you know, for instance, if someone went to school and became a surgeon, right? And someone else, they're a really good carpenter. They're maybe all in the public area, and someone goes down, they pass out or something like this. The carpenter and the surgeon are there, and they both are very helpful people. They run to this person who's passed out, and they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Who's the person who's going to be able to help them more? Who is better to help that person at that time? The surgeon. Would you agree, guys? The surgeon would be better suited to help the person who's passed out versus the carpenter who works with wood and inanimate objects, okay? So yes, there is sometimes just objectively, you know, you're better, okay? Spirit is saying that you are better than this person. I'm sorry, but that's the truth, okay? I see that the way that you'll win, that's one way you're winning. The other way you're winning is that this person is not good at making good judgment calls. They don't have good decision-making process. You're better at making decisions, you know, so you reach a fork in the road, you're like, should I go this way or that way? 9 times out of 10, you're going to make the right choice and they're going to make the wrong choice. I don't know who they are. I feel like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is, but this person, they're not that great, okay? Next, we're getting fighting. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. Oh my, guys, did I not say winning at all costs? Winning at all, where did I see that? Five of Swords, yeah. Winning at all costs. Really, you couldn't make this up, okay? I'm seeing, Pile 1, that this person they're a fighter, Pile 1. They're a fighter. Their communication skills suck. All they care about is, fighting and winning, throwing punches. Whoever throws the best punches in the round where everyone can see, that's who's winning. They're not deep, Pile 1. You're deep. Okay, you win in a grand kind of way. You're the Queen of Pentacles, Pile 1. You win with strategy. You win with the techniques and skills that you have learned on how to care for things, how to nurture things, how to nurture people even. Okay, you win when it comes to beauty. These are bigger, grander topics than, fighting in a ring. Okay, punch by punch, blow by blow. This person's a real good fighter. Let's put it that way. But you know what? In this fight, you're winning. Okay, in this particular fight, you're winning. And you're winning because this person doesn't know how to communicate very well. They say the wrong things. They say only what they feel gives them an advantage in that particular battle. But when it comes to the grand war, you're winning, Pile 1. Okay, they're all about the moment and what does it take to win in the moment. But you're about you are winning on a grand scale, Pile 1. Okay. Yeah, so they may have won that battle, Pile 1, okay, or won that minute, or won that conversation, but you're gonna win the year. You're gonna win the war, okay, Pile 1. This is how you're winning. All right, you're gonna win ultimately. We got Alliance, number 8. Okay, yeah, you got people on your side, Pile 1. You got people who are on your side are loyal to you. You got loyalty. Okay, you may even literally. You may have a pet that's very loving to you and will never choose this person, okay? That's one specific message for just a few of you. And then what I'm getting to is that you got a situation or ally who are close to you that you can trust, who you can be honest with about what's going on, and who you're very compatible with. So though this person may be a hater, you have an ally or allies who are close to you, who would never betray you, who would never leave your side, who are your support system. Okay, so this is confirmation that whoever is close to you right now, whoever is, hanging around you, trying to support you through this, or who's on your side no matter what, no matter who this person is, whether they come or they go, they are a true ally. This is how you're winning. Okay, they truly support you. We're getting accident. Okay, so my beautiful Pile 1, what I'm seeing, and I don't wish anyone ill luck. Okay, I don't wish anyone ill. I really don't. I'm a channeler. I clear the energies. I dial in. I tune in to the Akashic records, and these are the messages that are coming forth for you today, Pile 1. Take what resonates, leave the rest for others. What I'm seeing is that this person, they're a wreck, Pile 1. They're a wreck. They are a wreck. They tend to get into situations where, a lot of accidents happen for them. They are not careful. They're not careful. They tend to get into accidents. So it could be, it could be a physical accident, or it could be that they get into accidents when it comes to dealing with others, when it comes to dealing with other people's business, dealing with other people's stuff, things that other people value. They're not good at handling other people or other people's valuables. All right, they tend to cause problems. Freak accidents are happening with this person right now. Okay, Pile 1. They may have literally gotten into an accident, and I'm not saying that this is a victory for you, but this is slowing them down. This is karma. Okay, this is their negative karma. So they've had to deal with a fallout from choices that they have made, or their sloppy behavior, or they're not caring about what is valuable to others, has led them to have certain negative consequences in their life. There's a certain energetic flow that cannot be denied. You cannot go through life, breaking others, breaking what is important to other people, thinking that everything's gonna be hunky-dory for you. Okay, eventually karma will catch up, and I feel like that's what's happening with this person. They are dealing with situations where they've either been in an accident, or they are routinely running into situations where things don't work out well. Things tend to break, or they have snafus with others, and they collide with other objects, okay, or other people. When it comes to valuables, things that are valuable to others, things that are valuable, period. Okay, it could be that there's something too that's very valuable to them that's broken or gotten into an accident because they are not careful enough. They're ruthless. They drive like they got to get their way all the time. They're, this way that they treated you is the way they drive. Okay, this way that they acted in this communication or in this situation with you, this hater of yours, it's the way that they live, and it has led to accidents. They are dealing with an accident right now. Exactly, and it's led to ruins. You see, look at the side of that building, it's all busted. Things are falling apart. They are rough on things, Pile 1. This person is rough on other people. They're rough in life. It's not just with you. They're doing it everywhere. And so things are falling apart for them. Things are lying in ruins. So we're getting property here. Okay, their property is not doing well. They're running into, they may have had accidents where people bumped into them because they ruffled someone else's feathers. And so they were dealing with someone who was less scrupulous than they were, or someone who's even more ruthless than they were, and they had an accident. They had an ego battle on the road, or their home is not up to par. Perhaps they're having issues in their home. Things are falling apart. It's not looking pretty for them, fam. Things are not looking pretty for them. Okay? This is how you're winning, is that this attitude they brought your way, they're taking into other aspects of their life, and things are happening that, are not so pretty. Okay? We got self-doubt and hope. So I do see that this person, they're not wood. They're not made of stone. They are in a state of doubt about themselves, what they think, their opinion, their perspective, because you make sense, Pile 1. You speak the truth. You have clarity. What you saw is what you saw, and you spoke the truth about what you saw, or what your experience is like. Maybe you had a certain breakthrough about something. You had an insight into something. And it was wise, Pile 1. I'm not going to lie. It was profound. You had a profound insight about a certain situation. And that wisdom was not lost on your hater, Pile 1. It's not lost on them. They do see where you are correct, Pile 1. This is how you're winning. They see where you are right. They see the clarity that your wisdom is bringing to the situation. They get it. You gave them a thought they never had before. It's leading them to doubt themselves. They're plagued with thoughts of second guessing themselves. They're doubting their tack in life. They're doubting their position and their choices because they've noticed that their choices tend to lead to calamity. You may have shared some information that's making them realize, oh my gosh, I may be wrong about this. And they don't want to hear it even from themselves. It's sad. They're closing their ears. They're going la 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 la. You can see them holding their ears. I don't want to hear it, because they doubt. They doubt themselves. They see that they're wrong about something you said, something you communicated. And they're also, here's how you're winning over this person, Pile 1, is they're realizing that you bring hope to situations. In the meantime, you're having hope. Okay, Pile 1? Hope is yours because you have a clarity of vision. You think clearly and you communicate clearly. So therefore, your situation is hopeful, not hopeless. This is how you're winning, okay, Pile 1? But what I'm seeing is that they have poor handling of situations, okay? and they have run into accidents like this before where things didn't work out. They're very egotistical. They try to get their way a lot. So this forced victory they try to have over you, it's not just against you, it's in other situations in their life. Okay, and I feel like it's led to accidents, it's led to snafus. They've had other run-ins or collusions with other people or other situations, and this is how you're victorious over them, is that they're taking this behavior and they're hurting themselves in other situations in their life. Now, I don't wish ill will to anyone, okay, but that is how you're being victorious over this person, is that, you know, it's not just you, it's them, and they're going everywhere. And I'm seeing, look, their situation is in ruins. Okay, so I do feel like they have a bit of a sloppy situation going on. Their house may be falling apart. This is how you're winning, this is how you're victorious over them, is that their house is falling apart, whereas your stuff is pretty, or your body is pretty, their body is not. Okay, things are falling apart. You know, this is how you're victorious over them, is that you have a certain youthfulness and a prettiness that comes with your youthfulness that, you know, can't be beat. Okay, now you spoke the truth about a certain situation, and I feel like they have a lot of self-doubt in themselves because of the truth that you spoke, pile 1. Yeah, they try to challenge this truth within you, but they were wrong to do so. All right, this same truth that gives others hope, they spoke against it, and they cannot sleep well because of it. You may think, oh, they're sure of themselves, you know, they spoke against me, so, and they're pretty convinced that they're right. They have doubt, pile 1. This is how you're victorious, is they have self-doubt over the way they handled the situation, their perspective, their thoughts, their opinions that they shared, all of this. They have doubts over it, pile 1. Okay, I also feel like you're winning because there's someone in your situation, like a man or father figure, a male, a brother, a husband, a boyfriend, something like this, who stands with you, who protects you, who's looking out for you. I got that here with the Alliance card. Okay, this person is protective over you. I'm also getting that if there is not a person, then your situation is very stable. Okay, you have a lot of ambition. You have created a certain structure that's working really well for you, pile 1. Okay, and this is how you are victorious over them, is that your structure is so strong that you're able to rise again from whatever downfall they may have forced upon you. You're like the phoenix rising from the ashes, pile 1. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes. They couldn't keep you down. This is how you're victorious over them. Whatever they said or did not keep you down. You're flying high. You're powerful as ever, if not more so. And you may have just reinvented yourself and kept going. I don't know what the case may be, but they did not keep you down. Okay. Now I got money, which was amazing. Money for you, pile 1, is that you're getting paid right now. Either you're getting paid right now, or you found a situation, pile 1. Do not be detracted. I'm getting that with the Queen of Pentacles and the money card here. There is a situation you've been dealing with. Yeah, so there's a situation, you're sitting on a money train right now, pile 1. Okay, you are onto something big. You may be working on something. There's a business or a career pathway that you chose. They may have spoken against it. You know, there may be something, you know, that you're working on right now. The bottom line is that you are on something right now that's having a big payout, or it will. Okay, so don't give up on whatever it is that you're focused on right now, that you're nurturing. It's going to lead to big money. This is how you are victorious, or will be victorious, over your hater. Okay, they spoke against you, but you're going to be laughing to the bank. Okay, now I do see that your situation is very safe, pile 1. Your situation is safeguarded. You are defended. You are protected. Your situation is basically guaranteed. Your ambition is high. You're barking up the correct tree. You're barking up the right tree. You, my beautiful pile 1, have made the right choice. Your thinking is sound. Your thinking is sound, pile 1. Okay, you are investing in something that's going to give you major returns at this time, and this is how you're victorious over your hater. You have loyalty on your side. We see a couple of dogs here. I mean, there's someone in your corner, or so maybe an ally you have, maybe in the world of business, or maybe you have a partner, or you have a friend, or you have a bestie, or you have an ally within the setting or the family scenario. There's someone in that scenario who is protecting you, looking out for you. This is how you're victorious over this hater. Okay, now I'm also getting that your words, pile 1, are, like I'm telling you, your words are powerful. You said some things. You said something. Okay, you may have communicated something or said something It could be verbal, it could be non-verbal. You communicated something, the message was clear, and your words had power. Yes, your words had power in this conflict or in this back and forth. They had power. Don't doubt your power, Power One. This is how you're victorious over this person. Don't think, oh, no one was listening to me. They didn't get it. They listened to the hater. They didn't listen to me. Your words had power. Okay. And your words in the grand scheme of things are more powerful than this person as well. That's what I'm getting as well. Spirit guides are trying to let you know that your words had more weight. And I'm not trying to say, hey, I'm not trying to say, oh, you're better than this person or whatever. My point is, there are times when we are better than other people in our thoughts, our actions. There is better, and you are better, Power One, in this situation than your hater. Okay, this person, it's possible they may have stripped you of financial support. Perhaps you're the early stages of investing in something or someone, and yeah, you may be in the early stages of investing in something or business or something like that. Maybe they pulled away financial support. That's possible. You may find this humiliating, but the truth of the matter is you were resourceful regardless of how lean your situation had become. Okay, you were able to string together and put together a plan, a strategy, and keep on doing what it is you needed to do anyway, and people were still amazed and wowed by your accomplishments. This is how you're currently winning, or this is how you will be winning, okay, against your hater. You are following your heart, Power One. And in this world, that is very important. Your heart is going to lead you to situations where people like you, like what you have to say, okay? You're going to receive love. In short, you're going to receive love, Power One. You're receiving love right now from other people. You will receive love from other sources. You don't need your hater's love. You don't need it. So how are you winning, Power One? We got Wunyo here. Wunyo is joy. It's lasting success. The kind of success you have right now, Power One, is the kind of success that's going to last. It's not here today, gone tomorrow. You'll be able to feed your family. I'm seeing a table full of food here. Okay. This is an Elder Futak room that represents joy too. Emotional happiness. You are happy, Power One. You're happy. Nothing this person, your hater, says or does, or a group of haters, it might be a group, will take that away from you, Power One. Nothing. You're doing very well, Power One, when it comes to living your dreams. You're following your heart. You're following your instincts. You're making the right decisions. You're thinking brilliantly. You have a brilliant plan. You're very good at nurturing what you do have. You're very resourceful. Even if you are going through lean times right now, you are figuring out a way to manifest your dreams and do what it is you need to do anyway. And this is how you're being victorious over this person. This is giving you a peace of mind. And I see that if you continue along this path, you're either you're currently doing very well providing for your family, providing for yourself in your situation. You're also going to be providing very well for your family or your situation in the future. We got millionaire right after this abundant table. Okay. You may become a millionaire, Power One. You may win the lottery, Power One. You may have won the lottery, or you will. You're going to strike it rich. That's what I'm seeing. It's clear as day. You're going to strike it rich. This is how you are victorious. You're either striking it rich right now. You're seeing the incoming flow, and it's not going to stop there. We're talking about lasting success, Power One. This is how you're victorious over your hater or your haters, people speaking against you. Is you're just going to keep stacking the cash. Your bank account is going to continue to grow. You're going to be saving money. Your account's going to get fatter and fatter. That's it. Okay. Power One, I see also that you're victorious over your hater because they're going to be lonely. They're lonely right now. They're lonely. They either don't have someone around them that they want to be around them, or they don't have you around them, or they're not getting the kind of patronage or getting the people coming over like they want. I see that this is how you're being victorious over this person. I'm also getting that maybe you may move out. Maybe this person's a landlord. Maybe this person's a roommate. You're going to be moving out. This is how you moved out, and they're having a hard time replacing or filling up that room, that empty space. Maybe they've not found anyone as good as you, okay, to replace this situation. This person may be a landlord and they can't find someone to replace the space that you left. That's possible. That's a very specific message, I know. But Pile 1, what I see is that bottom line, you're victorious over this person because they're lacking in some kind of way. They're lacking a certain kind of person around them, which could be you. They feel empty. This person feels empty, Pile 1. They feel empty. You left them behind too. That's coming through. This is how you're victorious. You left them. So I'm also seeing, Pile 1, that you're victorious over this person because they got a mountain to climb, Pile 1. This person, they have got a mountain to climb. So I'm getting that this person may be well off. It's possible. They may have money. They may have resources, but they have reached a roadblock. Okay? They're having a hard time moving beyond this roadblock that they're encountering when it comes to building their wealth. They've reached a certain valley and they're having a hard time peaking beyond it. Okay? So they may be wealthy, but they're not getting any wealthier. You are, Pile 1. Okay? This is how you're victorious over them. Is that your wealth is growing, but theirs has peaked, or there's been some kind of major roadblock. They're going to have a hard time figuring out how to overcome this roadblock and become even wealthier. I'm also seeing, Pile 1, that you're victorious because this person is jealous of you. They may be like a fancy person, or they may go on vacations, trips. They seem like they're fancy or upscale, have nice jewelry, wear maybe nice makeup even. That's possible. But they're jealous of you. They hide this. And the reason they're jealous of you is because they see your potential. They see your potential. They see the money rolling in, or they see that the money will continue to roll in. They're jealous of this. It's people who have money, they may be jealous of someone who's an upstart, who's coming up, because, they miss that energy. They miss that feeling of, wow, I remember when the money was first rolling in and things, there was all this potential and the sky was the limit for me. They no longer have those kinds of potentials, Pile 1. They may have made a bunch of money and they may be wealthy, but they no longer have a bunch of money coming in. They've kind of stagnated. That's what I'm getting, Pile 1. And they may be hiding this from you. Okay, they're hiding this from you, Pile 1. It's not continuing to flow and grow like they want. Also, they are surrounded by people, Pile 1, who don't really give a about them. Okay, they are surrounded by people who do not care about them, and this is how you're victorious over them, because that's not true for you. This is an advantage you have over them. You have people who are loyal to you, who care about you genuinely and truly around you right now. Okay? Or you have a situation going for yourself that's going to remain. It's lasting. It's going to last. Their good fortune has a bit of a quality to it that it's sort of like it looks good for now. I also feel like they're receiving this person. They've been receiving bad advice when it comes to how to grow their wealth. They've been receiving some bad advice, Pile 1, and they've been following it. And this is part of what's keeping them stuck. Okay, this person's stuck because they're following bad advice, and this is an advantage you have over them because you are following good advice. You have good strategy. You have clarity of thought. You're smart. You've had a breakthrough, and this is where you are victorious over your hater. Let's keep going here and see what other juicy information is coming through for you. Pile 1, we have cleansing, space clearing, and removing negativity. Pile 1, you've gotten rid of this person. You've either gotten rid of them, or you have learned how to get their energy out of your life. So if they, maybe they try to break you, or there was some sort of like argument or splitting of ways or going your separate ways or something like this, it's good riddance to bad rubbish is what I'm getting. Okay, spirit guides are saying this is good riddance to bad rubbish. Let me put this over on top. Okay, good riddance to bad rubbish. You've cleared them out. Their evil eye energy is no longer having an impact on you. You may have done some sage cleansing. You may have used lemon oil. I don't know what you did. Okay, Pile 1. Yeah, I don't know what you did, Pile 1, but you have successfully gotten rid of this person. Gotten them out of your life. Okay? They're no longer having a negative impact on you. They would love to have a negative impact on you, but they no longer are. They've had their moment where they won a little battle or skirmish with you or something like this, and they were ruthless and did whatever they needed to do, but their energy is out. Okay, they're no longer going to be having this crappy impact on you. Next, we're going to get some truth here today, Pile 1. We have calm, surrender, relax. Pile 1, you are nonplussed about the situation. Okay, you are unbothered. They don't bother you none. You are fine, Pile 1. You have peace. You have happiness. This is your victory over them, Pile 1. They're not bothering you. They did what they needed to do. They said what they needed to say. But you are at peace now. And this is a victory. You need to maintain this victory, Pile 1. Let them be the one who's bothered, holding their ears, feeling self-doubt, going la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. They don't even want to hear it from themselves. The doubt that they've had about the way they handled you, or based on the things you said, them thinking about it and going, oh my gosh, maybe Pile 1 had a point. They're trying to block all that out. Let them be the one who's bothered. Okay? You are not bothered, Pile 1. Okay, we have wingman. What did I say? Pile 1, you got someone on your side. You got an ally. This person is true to you. They may be a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a bestie, a father figure, a male figure. I'm getting, they could be a male figure in a lot of your situation, okay? Could be a girl, could be a female, but this person is, they could be your best friend. They could be an ally in your business venture. They could be someone who's motivating you, who's saying, yeah, cheering you on. They may be covering for you too, okay? They may be cover for you. You are victorious because of this ally. This ally is solidly on your side. Nothing will dissuade them from you, Pile 1. They see you. They see your beauty. They see your intelligence. They see your clarity. They are on your side, Pile 1. This is a victory you have over your hater. Next, they want to be low-key. They want to low-key be you. What did I say? Remember I said they were jealous, Pile 1? They're jealous of you. Your hater is jealous of you. This is a victory you have over them, is that, remember I said that, they no longer have this advantage. They maybe they're ahead of you in some kind of way. But the thing is, they no longer have this, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit. All this is coming to me. They've leveled out. They've maxed out. They've stagnated. In some cases, they may even be roadblocked. So they're no longer growing like you are. So they envy this in you. They envy the potential that lies ahead of you, all the money that's currently rolling in, and the sky's the limit, and there's going to be more. Where are you going to end up, right? Where are you going to level out at? Maybe you'll be more than they are. Maybe you'll be bigger than they are. So they're envying this in you. They low-key want to be you, okay? We got time to take legal action, okay? So in some cases, Pile 1, you may have sued this person. Maybe they were indulging in defamation of your character, or maybe this could be a legal case. Maybe they played some dirty, sneaky tactics against you. I'm telling you, Pile 1, your lawyer is solely on your side. You have calm. The negativity is leaving your life. They're roadblocked. You're going to be okay. You're going to have a winning. I see a winning. Yeah. I think you may, if you sue them or you've taken legal action in some situation, you're going to be having some sort of influx of cash or some kind of payout. Massive. And this is how you are victorious over them. Maybe you're receiving it now. You've gotten that winning. You've gotten that positive judgment in your favor, or you will. And this is how you're victorious over your hater. Lastly, we're getting their finances will perish. Oh my gosh, Pile 1, wasn't I saying, Pile 1, that their situation may not be as solid. They may seem like they've got something over you, but their situation may be on dwindling, and that's why they envy you. They don't see where more is going to be coming from. Okay, they may have more than you, but they're feeling roadblocked, that they've reached the end of their capacity or reached the end of the incoming cash. Your spirit guides are now confirming that their finances are going to lessen. Their finances will lessen. They will get less. They will dwindle, and while you are skyrocketing and making more. Remember, we saw you're either going to win the lottery, you're going to get a lot of cash. Look at this, Pile 1. I'm just going to put it in your face. There's no denying, okay? There is no denying. All right, we got Wonyo. Look at all this. Look at this table full of food. Look at all this money rushing out of this machine. I'm not encouraging gambling, Pile 1, okay? But I am seeing that if there's something you've been investing your time, your effort, your money in, you're going to have a big deluge of winnings coming in from this, okay? It says your treasure, your bank account, wealth, luxury, lottery, a yacht. You might even buy a yacht. You might even become a part of a country club. I say that your wealth status is going to rise, Pile 1. Your wealth status is going to rise, or it is currently rising. They already sensed it. They smelled it in you, Pile 1. Maybe even before you did. I don't know. Maybe you were able to plant those seeds in their head. You're on the rise to the top, which is true. And they are jealous. They're mad jealous of this. This is how you are victorious over your hater or your haters, Pile 1. I hope this made sense. I hope it resonated. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I would love to engage your chats, your comments down below. Take very good care of yourself, and I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 2. You chose the tarot cards from Simplicity Tarot. And so you may or may not have chosen this clear crystal. It's what you ended up with regardless. I'm going to put your number right here, number 2. And then we're seeing that you got this beautiful clear crystal here. So right away, before I even look at the cards, pile 2, when it comes to how you're going to be victorious over your hater in the future, what I'm getting, pile 2, is that you are going to be viewed as pure. You're going to be viewed as innocent. Whatever this hater did to you is not robbing you of that, okay? You're being viewed as innocent. You're being viewed as peaceful. You're being viewed as a healer or someone who is healing. Yeah, I feel like people are viewing you as godly, pile 2. Maybe your hater wanted to be viewed as the one who was pure, as the one who was godly. But I feel like what's ended up happening is that you're being viewed as the one who is godly. You're being viewed as the one who is pure. So that's very interesting message coming through. Let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. And we're going to try to create some resonance and confirmation in these cards before we look specifically into how you will be victorious, or how you are victorious over your hater. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they did to you, right? So create some, so we know that you're at the right pile. We got justice. Okay, so this person was unfair to you. This person may have even broken the law. They may have even broken the law against you. Okay, this could be a legal matter where they bullied you, or they wronged you, legally speaking. I'm also getting that this person, yeah, you know, where they were supposed to play fair and treat you in a certain just manner, they failed to do that. Okay, they failed to do that, pile 2. Now I'm also getting that they have they instead of treating you fairly, they peppered you with questions. They doubted you. They acted like they didn't trust you or understand the situation. They had all these questions for you instead of, you know, trusting you on good faith like they should have, taking you on good faith, or taking your word on good faith like they should have. It feels like they were like, you know, like let me give you an example. Okay, say you're in a line, you're standing in a line of people, all right, and you're 3 down. The person in front, that was 3 down from you, they're like, okay, you're good, go ahead, go on through. Number 2, okay, you're here, go ahead, go on through. Number 3, okay, you go ahead, go on through. When they got to you, they were like, okay, wait a minute, I got questions, because they saw something in you, or maybe they saw the way you were dressed, or they saw your situation, or saw your skin color, or saw something, and decided they didn't quite want to just give you a pass like they gave the others. They wanted to kind of make it a little harder for you. They wanted to sort of, you know, ask you a few more questions. You know, they wanted to make it a little bit, they want to show some doubt. All right, we got a 10 of coins. So I see that they wanted to keep you from accessing a legacy, accessing your inheritance. This person, you know, they were gatekeeping you out in some ways, pile 1, pile 2. I'm so sorry. Okay, they were gatekeeping you out. You might want to check out pile 1. I just said pile 1, even though we are clearly on pile 2. But it looks like I was channeling pile 1 a little bit for you there. It's up to you, okay? But pile 2, what I see is that they were trying to keep you out of a wealthy situation. They did. They tried to gatekeep you out of what was rightfully yours. Okay, they didn't want you to have this source of plenty. They didn't want you to be in the flow. Okay, they were like, I don't know if you belong here. I don't know if you should get the same thing other people got. I don't know. I'm gonna keep you out. I'm just gonna treat you like crap. I'm gonna act like, you know, what you have coming is not what you really have coming. All this, maybe the efforts that your ancestors or people that you know put into it. You know, yes, I know your ancestors put a bunch of effort into this and stuff, but I don't know if you're worthy, you know, even though you are directly descended from your ancestors and your ancestors, this is actually yours, but I don't know, maybe it's not yours. See, they were playing games with what was rightfully yours, pile 1. Okay, we got the Fool, 0. You know, it could be maybe there was a situation. Another example is maybe you were applying for a job and you wanted to be part of this very successful company or very successful lineage or something like this. And they were like, you know, for some reason, we just don't want you. They didn't have a good reason. Maybe you qualified. Maybe you hit all the points. You had everything going for you. But they just didn't want to choose you for some reason. Okay? They just didn't want to choose you. Because they were gatekeeping and they only wanted certain people in. Now we got the Fool card. We got carefree new beginnings. Yeah, I feel like this person, they gatekept you out. And then they acted like it was nothing. They didn't apologize. They didn't care. They may have sent you on your merry way to go wherever. They didn't care. They slept easy. They slept light. Didn't bother them none. They mistreated you or cast you out or doubted you or kept you out. They didn't care. They didn't care where you ended up either. They're like, well, whatever. You can go wherever you like. Do whatever you like. They didn't want to take a chance on you, pal 2. Even though I feel like there may have been someone telling them, hey, take a chance on them. Take a chance on pal 2. I'm telling you, they're good. Listen to me. I'm telling you, you need to listen. They didn't want to freaking listen when it came to you, pal 2. Now, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, this person was stingy. This person was, oh my gosh. They were definitely a gatekeeper galore, man. They withheld something from you. They may have withheld pay. They may have withheld resources. They were greedy. This person was greedy. They were very over controlling. They didn't want you to have none. They wanted to keep it to themselves. All right. We got judgment. Number 20, conclusions and awakening. This person didn't give closure. They didn't give closure to your situation. They didn't ask for forgiveness. They didn't want to clear things up. Even if certain details came to light, clearing your name, making it very clear you really did belong there. The evidence was incontrovertible. They did not care, pile 2. They did not care. They still wanted to be stingy. Even when they were given an opportunity, they were like, okay, hater, listen, we've compiled all this data. We have all the paperwork. Everything's here. Pile 2 really does belong here. This really is pile 2 stuff. They didn't ask for forgiveness. Maybe they did, eventually give it to you. It's possible in some of y'all's cases, but they didn't say they were sorry. They didn't say, oh, I was wrong. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. Nothing. There was no closure. They left things hanging. Wow, pile 2. I'm mad for you. Okay, that's bullcrap. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. Let's see how you are currently victorious over this person, and in some cases how you will be victorious. Okay, as well. We are seeing that. Now I want to be very clear. We got innocent. You are innocent in this situation. Okay, you're not a scammer. You rightfully belong. You're innocent. You're pure. People can see that. Okay, we got self-love. Your first oracle card. We have integrated of different parts of oneself, regard for one's own well-being and happiness, unconditional love, intimacy, and and appreciation for oneself, action supporting one's own physical, emotional, and spiritual growth. So, pile 2, regardless of what happened here, you're thriving. You're thriving. This person, I think they thought that if they were to hold back from you, you would dwindle, that you would fizzle away. You wouldn't thrive, that you would become maybe poor, or you would start, you would just, that you were, all you had was this situation. And they felt like they were power hungry. They're like, yes, I've got control and power over your destiny, over your fate. I'm going to withhold from you. And now you're going to go off in the corner somewhere where I don't know and I don't care, where you're going to be poor and be left to your own devices, and you're probably not going to do well. And I'm sorry to say, but you're probably not going to do well. Yeah, they thought that. But the victory you're having over this person is that you are growing. Your seeds were planted somewhere else and you are thriving. You have found another situation that's very abundant, pal, too. Your situation is very abundant. You're thriving. You are appreciating yourself. You are actually very successful in your own right. You actually don't need this. I can see that for some of y'all. You actually didn't even need this. But it was your right. It belonged to you. Okay? It was maybe an inheritance, something like this. But you're on your own, pal, too. You're very successful. You're thick oak. You yourself, you're going to create a legacy that others can depend on. That's what's happening with you. Maybe you're not seeing it yet. It's coming. It's coming. Continue to love yourself. Continue to pour, invest in yourself and continue to do you. You're headed on the right path, okay? You're a big, solid oak tree regardless of this nonsense. Okay, we got chasing clout. They're addicted to attention, and the thirst is starting to show. The spotlight's the goal, even if it means faking the whole storyline. So pile 2, the way you are winning over this, you're victorious in this situation over this hater, is that they're fake. Okay, they're fake. They're a pretender. They themselves are a pretender. They're treating you like a pretender. They're projecting. Pile 2. They're projecting. What they have is not actually theirs. A lot of what they have is actually not theirs. And so they're like the ultimate pretender, the ultimate scammer. And they're, focused on chasing clout. But you are clout, pile 2. You are the real deal. You are the real deal. You have the Star of David in your hand. It belongs to you. That truth cannot be shaken. That truth cannot be stripped away. Pile 2. It's yours, no matter what they do. I also get the feeling that this person, while you're sitting there being the real deal, they're sitting there chasing clout. Like, oh, I'm holding on to this. This is mine. Blah, blah, blah. Look, guys, I'm the one. So they're busy seeking validation everywhere, wanting people to give them that head nod because it's not really theirs, you see. So they're hungry for the acknowledgement of others that it is theirs, truly. So they're stuck in that mode, while in reality, in your heart, in your soul, that it's yours. So that you have that, what's that word? Gravitas, okay? You got that swagger. There's a natural swagger that comes with you because you are the real deal, pile 1. Pile 2. See? You got to watch pile 1 too. So they're having to fake everything. You don't realize this about me. You may not realize it, but they're having to lie about their origin story. They're having to lie to people. Yeah, I've been here. My family has been here for 10,000 years. That's a lie. My family, we have been doing this forever. Or, I'm the real deal. I'm the real McCoy. They're having to make all these claims, but it's all lies, pile 2. You are the real deal, shiny in the night, while they're sitting there trying desperate to. The only way they can get it, because they know they're not the ones. They know they don't belong there. This might be, maybe you didn't realize this about them, but they actually don't belong there. That place they're trying to gatekeep you out of, it doesn't belong to them. So because they know this, they're stuck in trying to get acknowledgement from others in order to soothe that part of themselves that doesn't feel like they belong. I think they feel like if they hear a lot of people go, yeah. If they hear a lot of other people go, yeah, no, we know you. Yeah, you belong here. Yes. Oh, you belong here? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I see it. That's what's feeding them. So they're living this empty life. You're victorious over them because it's a hollow victory for them. In short, it's a hollow victory for them, pile 2. We got introvert, privacy, separate, online community. So pile 2, this person, your hater, what did I say, pile 2? They're online. They're online trying to prove themselves online. They're trying to prove themselves in the community. Okay? And in fact, I see that they don't even like to go out and actually be seen with people, because then maybe their cover will be blown and they'll be viewed as fake. Okay? And they don't want to deal with that. So they stay indoors a lot. So whatever it is they get kept you out of, they can't even walk out proudly in the light of day saying, I'm here, this is mine, I belong here. They have to hide because they're not the real deal. They don't want to blow their cover. Okay? They have to stay hidden. They have to avoid. Whereas you can shine brightly. You see? They're sitting there chasing clout online, trying to get people to approve of them. But you're the real McCoy. Okay? Pile 2. You're the real McCoy. This is where you're victorious over them. We got tax bill. Okay. So it looks like along with this situation that they're dealing with, okay, it's not a bed of roses. Pile 2. It's not a bed of roses for your hater. They're having to deal with some legal. Remember I mentioned this could be, I don't know if I did or not. This could be a legal situation. So on their end of things, they're having to deal with, there's some liability. There's some requirements that they have to fulfill, and they may be behind actually on fulfilling these requirements. Maybe they haven't shown certain paperwork yet. Okay, so they're behind. They're just coasting on. Hey, yeah, he knows me. Yeah, they know me. Yeah, I belong here. Yeah, online, all this. They're playing a scamming game. Okay, trying to prove, but they have not come through on, obligations, on showing the right paperwork, on coming through paying their bills, on there's something they're behind on, legally speaking. This is how you're winning. See, if you are in that situation, this wouldn't be a problem for you. You would have shown the paperwork. You would have given whatever they needed to see. Everything would have been fine. You're the real deal. Any questions coming your way, you would have answered in a snap. You wouldn't have to hide. You wouldn't have to think. You wouldn't have to. It's all there. The goods are all in you, pile 2. But for them, they are behind. They're struggling to pay the bill. They may have a tax bill, literally, that they're behind on. Whereas with you, because you're self-sustaining, you would be able to handle this if you were in that situation. Or, this is where you're victorious, is that if you were in their situation, you wouldn't be dealing with it like this. It's messy. They're messy, pile 2. Take a look at your next oracle card. We have home. So pile 2, you have peace in your home, pile 2. You have peace. You already own a home. Perhaps it was a house or some property you were going to require. You were going to inherit, and they kept this away from you. That's possible. What I'm seeing is that you have your own home. Okay, that's just an example. Okay, so the thing they're trying to keep away from you, you already own. You have a sanctuary. They had to steal theirs, but you already own yours. You didn't even need this, though it's yours. The thing they kept you out of, you don't need, because you already have your own. You're a quality person, pile 2, or you have a very quality, upstanding situation. Well, look at this peacefulness in your home. You don't have the looming weight of legal requirements or debts or tax bills and all. They do, pile 2. Okay, they are struggling, pile. It's like their situation's crumbling. You have a nice, pretty little house there's peace in your home. Things are going very smoothly. They may live in some kind of big mansion or something like this, but it's falling apart. They can't even handle the real estate taxes. They can't handle some of these things. They're struggling. Okay, so this is how you're victorious over them. You have peace in your situation. Next, we're getting number 35. Physical pain, emotional pain. Pile 2. This person, there's a change that they're having to undergo. Okay, this hater. There's a change they're undergoing, and it's bringing them a lot of pain. Okay, they may be in actual physical pain because of the stress of the situation they put themselves in. They may look like, oh yeah, I've got the advantage. I've locked them out. I'm this, I'm that. But they're dealing with unexplained health conditions. In their mind, they're like, man, why is my back hurting so much? Man, why do I have these rashes on my back? Why do I got these things going on the side of my head? Like, it's all related to the lack of guilt. Remember I said they seem to be able to sleep easy. They just moved on. They're, having fun. They don't care. They're carefree, right? But it's showing up in other ways. Their health is being affected. Pile 2. Okay, this is how you're being victorious, is that they can't escape the consequences of this. They cannot. They think they are, but they're not. It's showing up. They're getting these conditions, skin conditions, back pain, muscular pain. Their spine is getting up. They're having issues, okay? And they may wake up in the morning and their back is just stiff and tight, and, they're in crippling pain. So this is costing them, pile 2. Don't think for a second that they're not paying a price. They are. Pile 2. This is how you're being victorious, is that karma is getting them. They can't escape it. We got drugs. So they're having to medicate to deal with some of this pain. That's what I'm seeing too, is they're taking all kinds of, maybe they're having steroid shots on their back, taking all kinds of pain meds. They may even be getting low-key like addicted to drugs because of this condition. So this is like having to do with their health. Their health is being negatively impacted. Pile 2. Okay. This is how you are winning in this situation involving them, is that they're being negatively impacted in ways they're not telling you. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you've seen them using a cane, or maybe they seem fine. But I'm telling you that underneath their clothes, or in the morning when they wake up, or throughout the day, they're hurting in some kind of very critical and painful way. I'm also getting, for some of you, if you feel like, well, they seem physically fine, they're hurting emotionally. They are hurting emotionally. And the reason they're hurting emotionally may surprise you, pile 2. It's because they're realizing, oh my gosh, Pile 2 is not suffering like I thought they would. They're doing fine. Even though I kept this away from them, they seem to be doing okay. It's almost like they wanted to see you suffer, Pile 2. This is crazy. But either way, they are feeling some type of pain from this situation. Okay, don't for a second think that they are not. We're getting taking shelter. What did I say, Pile 2? You are victorious because you have a home. Look, we got chimney, smoke coming out of the chimney, a beautiful home, peaceful. You have a home to go to. You have a home to go to, honey. Okay, so you may be going to your home right now and you have a place to stay. It's beautiful, it's idyllic, it's peaceful. You love it. You have love. You are in a good place, Pile 2. This is how you're being victorious over this person. Though they may have the mansion or have some big thing. Maybe they withheld income from you or something like this. They may be quote unquote living large, but they're not. They're having all kinds of problems. They may owe on this because of this big wealth that they've taken on or resources they've taken on. They now owe for it. And it could be taxes. All right. So you are able to go within and find peace within your home and think clearly about your situation. You saved up your money. You are frugal. You're resourceful, Pile 2. My gosh. This is how you are victorious over this person. Your situation, you may not be as big or as large as this situation. You may not be as wealthy, but your situation is sane. Your situation is under control. You're in peace. You're moderate. You're sane, Pile 2. Their situation out of control, out of whack, taxes owed, pain, drugs. They may even be addicted to drugs. Okay? Wow. Let's take a look at your next oracle card. We're getting fruit, number 27. I'm also getting another message that just came through. It's got a download. Is that if this has to do with the inheritance of a house, spirit guides are trying to tell you the way you are victorious is this house is actually yours. The truth will become revealed in time. They have no choice. It will eventually, I'm just going to call it right now. It will eventually come back to you, Pile 2. This house will be yours because it is yours. Or this property that you're dealing with that actually has your name on it, but it's somehow being through scamming and bullying and, weird, bureaucratic shenanigans, nonsense is being kept away from you, will eventually be yours because it is yours. Okay? Maybe your name's on a will somewhere. It's legally yours. Okay. Now we're getting with fruit, number 27. You are victorious over your hater because you're being sustained, Pile 2. You may have a generous benefactor. You may have an employer right now that pays you well and it keeps paying you. Someone wealthy is taking care of you or helping you out in this situation. So you're not stranded. You're not lost. You're not without. You're not bereft. You have support, Pile 2. This is how you're victorious over your hater. Your hater wanted to see you just with nothing. Okay? Your hater wanted to see you be a beggar on the side of the street. I'm so sorry. Okay, but that's the truth. That's what I'm seeing in the cards here. And what I think is lovely about these readings is I don't really know who you are. I can just sit here and tell you the truth of the cards. I don't have to hem and haw about it. I can just tell you what I see is that this person wanted to see you homeless. But you're not. You have sanctuary. Someone is taking you in, or you have your own home. Someone is taking care of you. Maybe you have a partner who's wealthy, who's taking good care of you. Something like this. You are going to be okay. You're okay. You're being fed. You're being paid. Wow. Pile 2. Amazing. This is your victory over your hater. We have hurricane. Oh my gosh. Pile 2. We got some tea on your hater here. Your hater, Pile 2, is going through something. They are going through something big, massive. They have troubles to deal with. Perhaps this is why they're hurting physically. Perhaps this is why they are in pain. There's a lot of stress they're undergoing. We see, a bunch of things, all, outside of this place. It's messy. Their situation is messy, Pile 2. Don't envy them none. Pile 2, do not envy your hater, okay? Do not envy them. They may seem like they have all this. They are hurting. Their situation is in disarray. They're sloppy. They're messy. Their accounts are all over the place. They're owing this here, owing this there. They have troubles they're dealing with. Their situation may even be falling apart as we speak, Pile 2. because we're seeing destruction. There's something has come upon them all of a sudden that's sort of destabilizing them. It could be the laws of the land. It could be they had some kind of emergency situation come up, like some kind of disaster that they're dealing with. You know, it could be bad weather. Maybe bad weather is threatening their properties or something like this. They're dealing with some major issues. Pile 2. We have games. Okay. Wow. Pile 2. In the meantime, you're having fun. In the meantime, you're doing okay. In the meantime, your life is good. In the meantime, you're smiling, going on dates, chillaxing. You know, they may have a partner, but that partner doesn't care about them. Pile 2. That partner does not care about them. That partner is like, they're for show. That partner's for show. So they show up with this partner. Like, hey, that's my wife. Oh, yeah. When they go home, they don't even talk to each other. Their partner's on their iPhone doing something else. They're on their smartphone, you know, talking to other people, you know, checking out other stuff. They don't barely say nothing to this person when no one's looking. They can't even be bothered. It's a for show relationship. But in the meantime, you may have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and that person actually likes you, likes hanging out with you, likes to play with you. I'm also getting pile 2 that, you know, this person, you know, they may be dealing with someone who is playing games with them. Like I said, you know, this person's their relationship, your hater's relationship, this is a fake person that they're with. All right, this is a fake person that they're with. You may not be in a relationship, pile 2, but this other person may be in a relationship. This person is not being real with them. They're just there with them for clout. They're just there with them for photo ops. Okay, they're playing games. They don't have real love in their life. Do not fall for this image. I'm getting this. This person wants you to fall for this image that they're doing great. They're rich. They've got this. They've got that. They got clout. They got this. It's not like that, pile 2. Don't fall for the image. Don't fall for the imagery. Oh my God. Look at all the pills. Look, we got pills and drugs. Okay, pile 2. This person is on drugs. This person needs drugs to prop them up. What you see when you deal with your hater, pile 3, is someone who's propped up by substances. So it's either that, you know, when they deal with you, they clean up and they come deal with people, and they put their cleaned up version of themselves out there to deal with them. And then as soon as they go back into their personal life, they go back to using drugs or staying on pills or whatever. Or the person you see in front of you when you deal with your hater is someone who they can't survive without drugs. They needed to get up and get going in the morning. They couldn't be in front of you talking, you know, doing what they do or whatever if they didn't have drugs. They'd be just laid out in pain, incapable, in some cases incapacitated, unable to talk, unable to walk. They need drugs to get them going. They need drugs to face the world even. This person. This hater of yours. We got number 27, redemption. Oh my gosh, pile 2. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're being redeemed as we speak. People are noticing you and seeing that, oh my gosh, pile 2 is okay. Pile 2 is good. Pile 2 is good with us. Pile 2 pays their bills. Pile 2 is trying to pay their bills. Pile 2 is upstanding. Whereas the hater, you know, their life is falling apart. You're redeeming yourself. Perhaps maybe you fell behind on bills. You're catching up. People are noticing that you are trying, pile 2. People are noticing that you are trying to rise from the ashes of your life. Maybe you had a setback when this person withheld from you, or this situation withheld from you. But people are seeing that you're trying. So because they see you trying, they're not going to give up on you, pile 2. This is how you're being victorious over this hater. Okay? Or your enemy or your karmic or whatever, okay, is that people see that you're coming back. This is a phoenix rising from the ashes. You can see the wings of flame, the flames of fire, the wings of flame, or the fiery flame, the fiery wings. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place, guys. But like, they see you coming back. It's adding up. People feel that you add up. You make sense. They get you. This is how you're being victorious. Okay, we have number 13, Yibo. Okay, and Yibo is a gift. That's really what Yibo is. Yibo is a gift. Okay, this is a Elder Futark rune representing gift giving. Look, you see this woman has a fruit in her hand and extending it forth to you. Okay. Now, oh my gosh, we got fruits and it being extended to you. Okay, all right, pile 2, here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. You're being gifted right now, pile 2. People are giving you gifts. People are taking care of you. People are giving you things. They're just giving you things, pile 2. You have a fortuitous outcome in your situation. Things are working out well for you, or they will. I'm calling it right now. If you maybe you're struggling right now, that's possible. But I'm telling you that things are going to work out for you, because generosity is going to pour forth, because people see that you are trying. People have seen the evidence that you are trying. And they're just going to pour forth, give you gifts, give you love. They're going to make sure that you're taken care of, pile 2. I see that someone's going to be making a commitment to you also. You may have a commitment in your life right now from a loving partner. Someone who's like, no, I'm with you. I'm not going anywhere, pile 2. I don't care what they're doing to you. I'm right here. This is how you're victorious over your hater. Okay. All right, let's keep looking. Let's see what else is going to do for you. I love this for you. Gambler. Oh my. We got more tea on your hater, pile 2. The reason that your hater is behind on taxes and bills is because they're a gambler. This is something they're hiding from people. Is they like to gamble away their fortune. This person was blessed. They came into a certain advantageous situation and had all this money coming in, but they wasted it. Okay, they have wasted it. It says here Las Vegas casino. They may go to Las Vegas every weekend, go gambling. They are a property speculator. So they invested in properties that didn't work out right. This is why they're owing their back taxes. They're owing stuff. Okay. This person is hopeless. Okay. They're hopeless. This is what they're hiding from you. This is how you're victorious, is that they're hiding a mess from you, pile 2. They are a mess. Okay. They're a mess. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at your next. They're gambling away the fortune they were given. We got Skybound. While, oh my gosh, you got the Phoenix here again. Look, pile 2, you're going to be okay. You are rising and they're falling. It's funny because it's so cliche. Like, I don't even want to be the one who's being like, oh yeah, like gassing you up. Oh, they're on their way down. They're falling. They suck. You're on the way up. You're doing great. No, that is literally the reality of your situation with this hater, pile 2. Okay? You are skybound. You have freed yourself from a certain... You are caged. But you found your freedom. You're on your way out. Things are getting better for you. I see the wings here. You're flying free. And you're free of this toxicity. That's number 1. Okay, someone's like, I'm going to hold back from you. You don't need that in your energy field. You've left it. You have sanctuary. You're okay. Okay? And things are only going to get better for you. Things are getting better for you as we speak. Pile 2. Your tree is growing. Next, we get dinosaurs. Yeah, this person they're outdated, pile 2. Their approach is outdated. Their outlook is outdated. The way they view the world is outdated. Their strategies are outdated. This person may be older than you. They may be from an older generation. I'm just seeing that they're hanging out with a bunch of clowns. People who are outdated like they are, giving them outdated advice. This is part of why they're falling increasingly out of things, and things are getting worse and worse and worse. They're hurting, they're stressed, and they're propping themselves up with drugs so they can look their best and smile and look you in the face and act like they got it together when they don't. They're outdated, pile 2. This person needs to catch up with the times, but they can't. They are by definition an outdated creature. Next, we're getting distraction. Yeah, they're not focused like you think. They're not focused. Your hater took advantage of a position they were in to secure something, secure a bag from you, okay, and keep it away from you. They're temporarily in luxury. They're temporarily in luxury. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, they're temporarily enjoying, but they are accomplishing nada. Okay, they're accomplishing 0. They are not focused. They're riding on the coattails of the victory they had from before. They ain't doing nothing, okay, to keep this thing going. They're I remember I saw someone on their phone. They're on their phone all the time doing God knows what, maybe playing games, or they're like, oh, they're resting on their coattails from the victory they had before, meaning they were successful in this attempt to keep things away from you, and they're not doing anything else. They're not trying to figure out how to get a job, pay off, get caught up in those bills so they can hold on to their wins or hold on to the property they have. They're just writing out what they can write out. This person is an interloper. Okay? Wow, I'm so sorry, pal, too. Okay, that you're having to deal with this. We got settlement. Oh my god! I'm done. Remember I said you will get what you have coming to you? It's coming down the pipeline. I swear to God. Like, it's so clear in the cards right now to me, pal, too, that you will get what you have coming to you. They will have to come to an agreement or compromise because they suck at handling their personal stuff. They may have won that battle, but they can't hold on to it. They can't hold on to their wins. So I see that you're going to be coming to some kind of settlement where you get something from them, or you get your property back, or it's going to be legal. They're going to have to sign it over to someone or sign it over to you. This is how you're winning, pile 2. This is your victory over your hater, is that ultimately they will have to just sign it over to you or sign it over to someone. It's going to be out of their hands. They can't hold on to it. That's your victory. They can't hold on to what they took. They can't. Because it wasn't theirs to begin with. They don't even know how. It's not in their genes. They don't even know how, pal 2. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at we're going to get the next one here. We got regrets, longing. Oh my gosh, pining. Yeah. It could be, pal 2, that maybe you used to know this person, and when they pull this nasty move, you let go, you moved on. And, there's a loss there. I don't care what you think, okay, about, well, they got what they wanted. No, they lost out because perhaps you represented, you were truly an affiliate of this resources or this property. And with them losing you meant they didn't have that clout no more, okay? They don't have that clout that says, look, I'm affiliated with pal 2. Look, we're together. You're not with them. They're regretting the way they treated you, pal 2. They're longing to have you back in their lives. They're pining for you. They want the clout that you represent. You being around gave them a validation they no longer have, pal 2, because they screwed you over and you went off and found sanctuary, moved on, and you're recovering. You're having a bounce back. You're going to be okay. They're like, what have I done? What have I fucking done? Okay? And they have hours that go by where they are sad. They're sad about what they did. Justice is coming your way, pal 2. Justice. What I say? We saw a settlement. They're gonna have to settle with you. The law is gonna be on your side. We saw with justice here. We're getting justice again here. The law is going to be on your side, pile 2. They're gonna be crying. They're gonna rue the day they tried to they scammed you or kept something away from you that they weren't supposed to. That was not their was not their right to do so. It was your right. It belonged to you, pile 2. They're gonna rue the day. They're gonna be like, what the? Look at their face. They're either feeling it right now because they've gotten news about this already, or they will be. This is as good as done. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at your haters exposed card. We have haters are lying about you. Yeah. So people are lying about them, pal 2. People are lying. They have people around them who are spreading mistruths about them, making them look bad. This is how you're victorious over them, is that they have no loyal people around them. Okay, remember we talked about if they have a partner, that partner is fake. That's a fake partner who's there for the money, there for the good times, nothing more. An ex is hella jealous of you because you're doing better than ever. You see? This could be an ex that maybe kept you out of a settlement, something you should have gotten. Maybe it was a divorce or something like this, and they found a way to illegally keep what you were supposed to have coming to you away from you. It could be an ex-boss that kept things away from you. I don't know what the situation is. It's going to be different for each of you. But I'm telling you that this person is jealous of you because you seem to be thriving. You seem to be okay. It's not enough that they took this away from you. They wanted to see you be poor. They wanted to see you be homeless. And the fact that you are not is making them feel like, I know this is weird, but it's doing a number on their heads, guys. It's doing a number. It's a mind game. They're like, would I do as well if I were in their position? They also understand that, the clock's ticking. They're jacking around. They're not doing anything to hold on to their stuff. They're doing drugs, and they need pills to prop them up and all this. They can't. It's not sustainable what they've gotten from you or what they've gotten from the situation. It's not sustainable. It's not going to be long lasting. So they're jealous of how you're able to survive, though you do not have access to this. You don't have access to the money. You don't have access to the resources. They're jealous. And finally, we got hate tweets towards you, petty birds, tweet. So here's what I'm seeing, guys. Their reputation is getting slammed. Their reputation is getting slammed. There are people who are speaking against them. There are people who are speaking against your hater. It's bad karma is bad karma. Pile 2. Okay? Bad karma is bad karma. There are people who maybe they screwed in the past and they're talking, about them, and it's not nice. It's not good stuff. Pile 2. Their reputation is getting trashed as we speak. This is how you're victorious over them. Also, I feel like you may be saying things online. You may be online talking about what happened, letting people know what happened. It's not doing them any favors, Pile 2. It's making them look bad. Okay? So if you have been doing this, it's trashing their reputation. Or you may have allies, right, who are doing this on your behalf. It's not doing them any favors. It's trashing their reputation. And that's what I'm seeing the cards for you, Pile 2. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and bring your energy to the spread. You got fantastic energy. You're going to be okay, Pile 2, okay? I'm rooting for you. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to chat with you. Take good care of yourself, and I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, Pile 3. How are you victorious over your hater? Okay, so you chose obsidian. Or maybe you didn't. Pile 3. I'm going to put your number right here, okay? And, very interesting, beautiful stone. I love that stone, though. Gorgeous energy. So, before I look at your cards, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm picking up on. Okay, how you're victorious over your hater. You're protected, Pile 3. You're protected, okay? You're able to evade their energy, okay? I feel like this hater might be trying to get at you in some kind of way, trying to maybe attack you, or wants to see you damaged or hurt in some kind of way by their activities against you. But you're protected. Or I also feel that you are able to shape shift and kind of like move in different ways where you are avoiding this energy or avoiding their attacks. You're able to see what they're doing also for some of y'all. Okay, this is how you're victorious over them. It's like you have these advanced tactics where you're able to either see what they're doing and therefore able to avoid their attacks, or you're able to basically send that energy back to them. We're getting this very powerful energy of deflection, of stealth, and of reversal. Okay, so if they're putting evil eye energy your way, you're able to send it right back to them. Okay, Pile 3. You may not be able to help it, or maybe it's conscious. I don't know. Maybe you're doing it on purpose. But the bottom line is that you are powerful. You are protected in the way that you've been dealing with them. Okay. I also feel like you're protected because you're very stable. Your energy is very stable. This is how you are victorious over your hater, is that you're a force to be reckoned with, Pile 3. You're very powerful yourself. Okay. Even if when you're dealing with pure evil, you're like, this is not my first rodeo. Okay. This is how you're victorious over them, is that you're advanced in these tactics. Maybe it's possible. Also, that you just have this sort of power. You're able to absorb or deflect their energy, and you roll in the shadows. Okay, you don't run from the shadow aspects of yourself. You have confronted the darkness within yourself, so you're not scared of the darkness within them. You are very protected. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what your cards are saying. You chose also the Quantum Tarot deck. So let's take a look at what these energies are, and I'm going to get some confirmation with these first few tarot cards. Exactly what did they do to you, right? Your hater. Well, how did they wrong you? How did they hurt you? And this will give you a confirmation that you're on the right pile, so that as we go through and we figure out, get more information as to how you are victorious over them, you can really lean in on the message, okay? So first we're getting the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so pile 3. I feel like this person was slow to change, slow to move. They're stubborn, okay? They're stubborn. They're a stick in the mud. This might have something to do with your job. This could be a work-related situation for some of y'all. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, pile 3, is that it could have been you lost a job that you were really stuck on, that you really loved, or that you were a very hard worker, very responsible, and you did your job, but this person maybe fired you, or they did without you in some kind of way. It could be that this person was a hater and they said you move too slow, you work too slow, or something like this, okay? But in reality, you were just doing a really good job. Pile 3, you're trying to be thorough, you're trying to be methodical. Maybe they didn't agree with your method, they didn't agree with your speed of movement, something like this, okay? Yeah, I feel like this person was very ungrateful towards you. They acted like they didn't like what you had to offer, if that's possible. They didn't like what you were bringing their way. Perhaps they had everything they needed, or they were spoiled. That's possible coming through. It might be other messages. Let's see what else is coming through here. We have the Hanged Man. It's probably like this. I feel like you may have gotten suspended, or you may have been the scapegoat. Someone decided that you were the one to get rid of, or you were the one to make a scapegoat out of, even though you were doing a good job. You were responsible, you showed up on time, you did your job, you did a fantastic job actually. Maybe you had very few errors, you were exceptional at your job, this kind of thing. And they were acting like they didn't need you. Or it's possible too that you were dealing with someone who moves very slowly, you were kind of tired of their mess. And also, I feel like maybe you were dealing with a situation where this person, you're doing this really quality work for them, but maybe they didn't pay you much, or you made all these efforts for this person, and at the end of the day, they acted like it was no big deal. In fact, they just treated you badly, even though you were actually very hardworking. You invested a lot of yourself into this person or this situation, and they just acted like it wasn't no big deal, or like it was unwanted. Okay, they acted like it was unwanted. Like you were unwanted, and they were selfish with you, didn't pay you much, you were dealing with a situation that you put a lot of your efforts into, and it feels like it just didn't give you the returns you were looking for. I feel like this is a person who was selfish, spoiled, ungrateful, didn't like you even though you were doing a great job, and they were just taking something out on you. Maybe they were frustrated and feeling like they weren't making good money in their lives, or they weren't getting what they were looking for. And even though you were doing a good job, they took it out on you. Okay, it could be a company, this kind of thing. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, pile 3. I'm sorry. This is life sometimes, it's like a trickle-down economics. Sometimes people lose perspective, maybe they got you involved thinking you weren't going to do a good job, but you ended up doing a really good job, but it still wasn't what they were looking for, maybe because they weren't clear with you in the beginning. Maybe they weren't clear with themselves about what they were looking for. They finally figured out what they were looking for and realized that even though you were hardworking, it wasn't you they were looking for. That's possible. Yeah, I feel like someone was stingy with you, or someone didn't want to reward you for your efforts. They decided to make an example out of you, and they sacrificed you. They were like, well, okay, whatever, yeah, you worked hard, but this person, not a good person. I'm sorry, pile 3. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at controller. Let's see what your oracle cards are saying. And if this sounds like it's your energy, the energy of the reading, the hater that you were asking about, then let's go ahead and do the rest of the reading. If it's not, then go back to the beginning and choose a different pile. But this is the energy I'm seeing, is that you are very responsible. You did what you were supposed to do, but this person took you for granted. And it could be a job, it could be a relationship, and they got rid of you, or they decide to suspend you anyway, or fire you even though you were doing a good job. So the way you're winning against, you're victorious against this hater is that, you know, the way they treated you, someone else is treating them like that. Someone else is treating them like that, pile 3, I promise. They are a chess piece on a board. You may have felt like they were the boss of you, or they were in charge. They were calling the shots in some kind of way. But I feel like someone else was calling the shots for them. They maybe, you know, that's possible if it's a work situation. Okay, someone else is now calling the shots and treating them like a pawn and nothing more. Okay, this is how you're being victorious over them, is because they're going through the same thing. Also, I'm seeing that this person, they're currently dealing with someone who plays mind games. They're currently dealing with someone who, if this is in the dating world, they're dealing with someone who is controlling. After they moved on from you, they're dealing with someone who this person's preying on them. Okay, this person's using them, and they're not going to be getting anything out of it except just being a tool, and that's it. Okay, you since moved on from this person and you found a new situation. Okay, you found a new mate. You found someone who loves you. This is how you're victorious over this person. Okay, if it's a relationship, an ex, you have found the person you want to be with. This person is going to propose to you. Yes, this person may have already married you, or they will be proposing to you in the future. Okay, that's a given. And this is how you are victorious over this person. Or perhaps you're in a committed and stable relationship, and this is your victory over your hater. Next, we're getting luck. Yeah, you lucked out. Pile 3. You found a situation where, you know, it's not just about what you put into it and all that. You know how you invested yourself in the past situation with this hater, and they were like, well, I know you did your job and you invested yourself and everything, but I don't care. You're fired, or I'm suspending you, or I'm, you know, pinning this on you. The reason it didn't work, I'm going to say it's your fault that this didn't work, even though you worked hard on the situation and it was not your fault. Okay. So your current victory over this person is that you found a different situation, or maybe it's the same situation, and you've lucked out. You struck it rich, or perhaps the person that you ended up with is very wealthy, and they're making a lot of money. They're making bank, and they're sharing it with you because they want your love, and they're really into you. You may have won the jackpot or gotten some kind of big reward because you worked hard on something, and now you're getting that reward. If you're not getting the reward, understand that you will be. Okay, you will be getting that reward. This is your victory over your hater. We have solo parenting. Yeah, so I feel like this person, pile 3, could be an ex. I feel like they're stuck with raising that child by themselves, or it could be someone who, because they didn't help you, because they didn't adequately reward you, they're going to suffer. Okay, they're going to suffer when it comes to receiving help or receiving paternity checks. Oh, not paternity checks, but like, you know, the checks you get from the dad when you have a child, and the other person's supposed to come through. I've forgotten the name of this type of support it is. If you do know, please put it in the comment section. I welcome your comments. But I feel like this person they're not doing so great right now, because they're not getting supported like they should be. And I'm so sorry. I don't wish ill on anyone, especially children. But I feel like a child may be involved in the situation. And oh, that's so sad. But like, I do feel like this person, they made bad decisions, and those bad decisions are affecting their children. Okay, I hate to say it, but it feels like you have since moved on. This person didn't want to share with you. If they'd shared with you, if they rewarded you adequately, it would have led to rewards for them as well. They were being short-sighted. They wanted to collect on whatever you had done, and they were just like abandoning you. They were like, you're not, yeah, I know you're working hard, but they lost faith in their own vision. Okay, that's what happened here. And so they were short-sighted, and they are now paying the price. Okay, they're not able to adequately take care of their loved ones. Yeah, I'm seeing a spell reversal here. This person will sense certain like negative or bad energy towards you. Remember we talked about when I first did a psychic reading, I said it's like I'm seeing like a reversal of energies. Like you're able to send back what that person was trying to give you. You're sending it back to them. Okay, so I feel like what they try to send to you, which was you weren't gonna be able to pay your bills, you wouldn't be able to take care of your kids, you wouldn't be able to do this, whatever it was. I feel like that energy is now on them. They're now going through what they were sending your way. We have rejection and maturing. So pile 3, I feel like this person, it's possible for some of y'all this is a relationship. This person rejected you even though you were reliable, you were responsible, you didn't cheat, you showed up, you paid the bills, you did this, you helped out with the bills, you were dependable, you were reliable, you were all faithful. But they were looking for more. They wanted more. They felt like what you were giving them still wasn't enough. And so this could be someone who divorced you. And I feel like what's happened is that they may have found someone else as possible, and this person rejected them. Right? I'm seeing a do as you would be done by, or careful what you dish out because you might get it back kind of energy coming through for this hater. I feel like this person, hater, enemy, karmic, they're having to deal with what they were trying to send your way. Okay, they're having to deal with it themselves. This is how you're victorious over this person. Is that justice, karmic justice, is hard at work to make sure that this person gets a taste of their own medicine. Okay, we got the star. Pile 3, you are healing. Okay, you're healing. You have support too. You have support. Remember I said that you may have met someone whose career is growing. They're starting to get paid. They're getting profits. It's only going to continue. Pile 3. It's only going to get better. You have the support of this person in your life. This is how you're being victorious over this hater. Well, this person that you dealt with is that you are well supported right now. And if you're not, then that's what's coming your way. Your wish is going to come true. Your wish is going to come true. Okay. Now I'm getting Aquarius energy here. I'm seeing that here with the sign. You may be an Aquarius, or they may be an Aquarian. Yeah, there's just this vibe like no matter what they put you through, pile 3, you're going to be healing, or you are healing right now. And that's the truth of the matter, okay? We got protected by angels. You're protected. Remember I mentioned something about at the beginning before we looked at the cards. You're protected. You're protected, pile 3. The angels on your side. Your ancestors are protecting you. Your guardian angels are protecting you. Your spirit guides are protecting you. You are protected. Though they tried these shenanigans with you and thought they could use you, discard you, and act like you were of no value when you really, truly were, what's going to happen is it's going to go back. It's going to come back on them. Your hater is not going to be able to escape justice on this one. Pile 3. They're not going to be. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel what they tried to send to you. They're going to feel it. Okay. They may have, I feel like you may have dealt with a situation where someone left you and you had to be a single parent. And I feel like you're going to be healing. And you're going to find someone who you may have found someone already, but someone who makes a lot of money, who's going to take care of you without even batting an eyelid. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing also, pile 3, is that someone's going to show up for you, pile 3. Oh my gosh, they're going to show up for you. They're going to hit the ball out the park. Someone's going to be like, oh, you need this? I got it. Oh, you got this? I got this. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. Like, you're going to be like, is this real? Is this real? And I feel like you're going to put up your standards. You're going to be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with what I dealt with before. And so I'm going to set my standards here. If anyone can hit these standards, then they're the one. Otherwise, I'm on my own and I don't care. I'm fine being on my own. Okay. And I feel like someone has showed up who is hitting the ball out of the park, or they will. They will. Pile 3. Someone's going to show up, who's going to be like, oh, your standards are there? Well, let me try. Shoot that arrow and see if I can make it. And they're going to make it time after time after time. This is how you're victorious over your ex, victorious over your ex-employer, or something like this, okay? Or some situation where you're dealing with someone who didn't want to appreciate your efforts and was just mean. Pile 3. They were not right for you. They just didn't. They were so ungrateful, and they're paying the price. They're paying the price. Life is hard, and they're regretting it. They're maturing though. They're learning. They've been rejected. They've had hard times. They've been controlled and brainwashed. I feel like this person may have dealt with you this way because they were brainwashed themselves. They were brainwashed into thinking, yeah, I'm going to use you. And so they thought, well, that's how it is. I'm supposed to use people like pile 3. Okay? This is what's going on there. Next, we have health. Oh my gosh, we got health, we got healing, we got healing. Health is your victory over your hater, pile 3. Your health will not fail. And if you are having health concerns, your health will bounce back. As a result of this situation, your health will bounce back. This is your victory, is that you are not going down like this, okay? Whatever they did, where they used you and acted like your efforts were no big deal, and they withheld from you, didn't pay you for your work, or didn't reward you adequately, or they were stingy or anything like this, trust me, it's not going to ruin you. This is how you're victorious. You're going to bounce back. Your health is going to be on point. And I feel like you're going to find someone, pile 3. There's going to be chemistry. There's going to be money. There's going to be love. There's going to be compatibility. This is a situation where you're dealing with an ex that didn't appreciate you. You may have already met this person, or you will. They're going to be all about you, pile 3. This person, this new person. This new employer, even if it's an employer, this employer is going to be like, you are hitting the ball out of the park every time with me, pile 3. You are the one I want. And I'm never going to let you go. This is how you can be victorious over your hater. Either from your past job or a past relationship. That's what I'm getting. Or a past friendship. You may find a new friend who's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. I'm never letting go of you. Okay. Next, we don't really have a name on this one. But I see either some sort of worker who's sorting packages or dealing with packages, or a delivery person or something like this. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna get something in the mail. You're gonna get packages in the mail. Maybe you're gonna be able to do a lot more ordering. You're gonna order some items. Someone's gonna be shipping you something. Someone's gonna be sending you something. You're going to have a good job. Perhaps you'll get a job as a carrier or a delivery person, or USPS with the USPS or something like this. I just feel like you're going to have a good job. You're going to getting paid. You can get fat checks either through your job or through your new mate. Perhaps you run into a situation where you worked and didn't get the rewards you were looking for, this opportunity or this job, and you did away with it, and you felt like this job was like a hater. It could be, maybe it's not a person, maybe it's a job. You felt like this job was just hating on you, didn't appreciate what you had to offer. And I feel like what's going to happen is your luck is going to run wild, pile 3. You were rejected, but you're going to mature. Yes, you're going to mature from this, and you're going to get paid. And you're going to hit the ball out of the park for someone, and they're going to love it. They're not going to want to let you go. They're not, pile 3. They're going to keep you right with them, okay? And I feel like you're going to be able to deliver, and they're going to want it and want it and want it. This is a stable situation. This is that you're currently in, or that you're going to be manifesting in the near future. This is your victory over your hater, okay? I feel like you're going to be having fun, pile 3. You're going to be having fun. This job's going to be fun for you. Oh my gosh. Or this person that you're going to end up with is going to be like a goofball. And it's not going to be this heavy, yucky energy of you toiling and then being like, whatever. Like you're not going to feel drained. You're not going to feel like this person is draining you. You're going to feel like they're uplifting you. You're going to feel like they make you laugh. You're going to feel like you're having fun on this job. You're going to feel this is your victory over your hater, pile 3. This is your victory. We have Manas. Manas represents humankind, okay? Interdependence, community, basically, okay? So, pile 3, you're going to have a victory over your hater because you're going to be supported by community, pile 3. Yes. People are going to support what it is you do. I see a woman here on a loom weaving some beautiful material, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. I want some. Oh my gosh, I love it. Pile 3 is skilled. She's churning, they're churning out amazing fabrics. I want some. And your business is going to thrive. You're going to hit the ball out of the park with making amazing products or something like this. Or perhaps if this is a new relationship, your new partner is going to be like, oh my gosh, you make me laugh and you're an amazing homemaker. I'm pleased. And I feel like you're going to find your place in the world, Pile 3. You're going to find your place in the world. You're going to find your place in the community. You're going to be valued. You're going to know what it is you're supposed to be doing. And this is how you're going to be victorious over your hater or haters. We got big city. So I feel like some of you will be moving. You might move to the big city. I feel like you're going to become well known. Okay, you're no longer going to be hidden. So maybe you're doing some kind of work and maybe it wasn't being appreciated or seen. You're going to be known in big cities. Pile 3, can be known. I see popularity with the star as well. If there's a big wish you had, it's going to become fulfilled. That's how you be winning. It's currently happening right now or will be happening soon. I'm also getting with the big city that you're going to become very popular, Pile 3. I see a commute also coming up. Perhaps you'll be traveling to a place. Maybe you'll be working at a big corporate office, something like this, and you'll just be getting paid, and you'll be very important, and I feel like you're going to be a productive member of society, and your work will be respected. And this is how you're going to be winning over your hater, Pile 3. We have burning bridges. Exactly. So I feel like there's a situation where this person we've been talking about. It's a situation where this person, and we've been talking about it already, where you were not appreciated. And you're going to burn bridges with this situation. You're going to be like, I'm done here. I'm done. I'm not coming back. I'm done. This is your victory. This is your victory, believe it or not. I feel like you may have maybe gone through phases where you regretted it, even though you weren't appreciated because you had maybe like a lack mentality or like a poverty mentality. Like, I know they didn't really want me or they didn't appreciate me, but I was doing a good job. Maybe they'll take me back. That's not for you, Pile 3. That person, that situation, not for you, because you're amazing. You're stupendous. You're hardworking. You're talented. You're funny. You're sexy. And it was high time that someone appreciated. And so you did the right thing burning the bridge with this person, okay? We're getting rainbows. Yeah, things are going to get really good for you, Pile 3. Again, we're getting this wish fulfillment, right? A promise was made and a promise will be kept. And I feel that I feel like you're being protected from this situation. You're being protected because you're being ushered away from a situation that was draining you, not giving you back. Was God's promise to you that everything's going to be okay. Okay, you're ushered out of this situation because in truth, everything's going to be okay. We got juju, poltergeist. Okay. So I feel like this person, you're going to ghost them. You're going to ghost them. And this is how you're going to be winning or victorious over your hater or your haters, is that you're going to ghost them. You're going to leave them by themselves. They're going to be like, where's Pile 3? What happened to Pile 3? Pile 3 is gone, honey. Okay, Pile 3 is going where Pile 3 is appreciated, loved, thought to be sexy, getting paid, okay, popular. They think Pile 3 is funny, yeah, okay. You're doing the right thing. If you burn a bridge with this hater, you did the right thing, okay. I'm also getting that this person is they're gonna get paranoid. Your hater is gonna be like, what's happening? Like they're gonna be like wishing you were there and almost like hallucinating you. They're like, oh, was that Pile 3? Oh, they're not here. Oh, where's Pile 3? Oh, were they? No, they're not here. Oh, I thought I saw Pile 3, because they were so addicted to thinking that you were always going to be a chump, always going to be there, taking the less money for what you deserved, not being rewarded, not being appreciated. They thought you would keep thinking that. And yet they had the luxury and acted, well, whatever. Like, you were no big deal while you were there, while you were doing these things. even though you were doing amazing work and you were, you were regular, you were responsible, you were methodical, you were dependable. Okay? They had the luxury of thinking, whatever, I don't care. They didn't appreciate it. But when you are gone and you burn that bridge, they will miss you. They will miss you to the point where they start hallucinating you, pile 3. This is your victory over your hater. You got locked. Feeling closed in, trapped, frustrated by your own actions. Okay, yeah, this person's going to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck here waiting for pile 3. I backed myself into a corner by not appreciating what I had when I had it. I feel like in some of y'all's cases, this person might end up in jail. Maybe for an unrelated reason, or maybe because what they did with you, they did with other people, and so they ended up going to jail over it. That's a possibility. Your hater is gonna possibly end up in jail. Your hater is gonna feel trapped and frustrated because that situation that you left behind, where you possibly burned the bridge, they're gonna be stuck in it, wondering oh my gosh, I need support. I need someone to show up. They're not gonna get that. They're not gonna get the support in that situation. They're alone now. They're alone, and they're paying the price. And I feel like if that hasn't happened already, then it will. Okay. All right, let's move on to your last few. We got, let's move this over here. We got locked. Yeah. So this person's going to feel real helpless. I feel like they might find out that you found a different situation where you're being loved, where you're being appreciated, you're being viewed as funny, you're getting paid, you're getting rewarded adequately. People love you there. People are smiling at you. People are admiring what you're doing and really viewing you as you are, truly, which is someone phenomenally talented, astronomically productive, and a true gem and a valuable person. Okay, this is where you're gonna be. This is where you are and where you're gonna be. And they're gonna feel isolated, depressed, and alone. Okay, this person, I don't know who they were or who this person was or who this group of people were, but it's like they liked seeing you there, but they didn't want to appreciate you. They were spoiled rotten. You were just giving them, good thing after good thing after good thing. And they just got used to it. They got used to your good energy, and they were not in a place where they could appreciate what it is that you were bringing to the table, where they could be like, oh my gosh, this really is amazing. They were stuck in they were just a very unappreciative person. Okay, pile 3. Person's very unappreciative. And the way your victory over this person is going to be, they're going to feel abandoned. They're going to feel depressed over your absence, over you having moved on from that or found some other opportunity. I see that you may burn the bridge, okay? And they're going to feel alone. They're going to feel like, but I had pile 3 here just serving me stuff, and it was always here. What happened? So this person deserves this lesson. Okay, this hater, they deserve this lesson. Okay, they deserve it. Oh my God. Secure, confident boss B. Career focused queen B, dollar signs. Pile 3, you're going to be getting paid where you're going. You're either getting paid now. I see a big fat check right there. I see the dollar signs here. You're going to be getting paid and well rewarded where you're going. Because, it's almost like where you were with this hater. It's like you were practicing. You are putting yourself through the paces and becoming the person you are going to be, which is a very, very quality person, worker, mate, partner, whatever, who deserved to be either paid well or be paired with someone who was making a lot of money, who would really appreciate you and be like, oh my gosh, I'm making good money and I've got a wife or a partner who is like, I'm so blessed. Where you are right now is you are getting spoiled rotten. You're making lots of money. You're focused on your career, and your career is paying you well or will be paying you well. Perhaps it's a business. You are in a good place right now. This is your victory over your hater or your haters. Okay, pile 3 is that you will be rightfully rewarded and be given that crown. You'll be made a wife. See a wedding bells. You'll be made a wife. You'll be made a partner. You'll be legitimized. You will not be strung along and taken for granted any longer. Okay, this is your victory over your hater. Let's go ahead and look through your haters exposed cards. Your God-given abilities irritate them. Yeah, so I think what it is, pile 3, is the reason you weren't being appreciated where you were with this hater is that they were jealous of you. I think this person, they are profoundly immature. Profoundly. It's like they had a problem. You provided solutions to those problems. But they were so spoiled and so caught up in, but I think it's this. Okay, so you're a skilled mathematician, Pal 3? Oh, so you're skilled. So you know what you're talking about? Okay, well, I don't know. I just feel like before you showed up, I thought it was this. And I just feel like that's what it is. Even though you provided all the proof and you are quality, you deserve to be working for millionaires. You deserve to be given titles. And you were just starting off. And maybe you hadn't received all those titles and received those accolades yet. And this person was just not appreciating that they had a gem in their hands, which was you, Pal 3. This could have been a boyfriend, a girlfriend. They just didn't. They're like, yeah, I know wow, you did a great job. You set up this birthday party for me. Oh, look at the house. It looks fantastic. Oh, well, I don't know. They started thinking, well, I'm sure there's other girls that can do this. And, and yeah, you're really good. But I mean, do I have to like be very appreciative of this or something? I mean, I don't know what it was, but they were so crappy. And they were not right for you, and they couldn't appreciate the top-notch quality that you represented, Pal 3. And so, they're eating their words now. They're realizing now that they lost out big time, and that they missed out because of where they were at in their development. They were not ready, and they may not even realize it still. They're just stuck in that place of what's the word? Tunnel vision, stuck in a cage. Thinking small thoughts. Oh, they left me. Pal 3 left me. And they may not even realize still what has happened. I mean, I think, you know what I think, Pal 3? I think this person was a practice ground for you. Unfortunately, you didn't get the reward you're looking for, but you got to practice being you. You got to practice, even when I'm not appreciated, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be what I am. And so you've proven to yourself you are who you are. And that's what you got out of this situation with your hater, okay? There's nothing they can do. They can be as unappreciative and as shitty and as immature as they want, but you're still outstanding and you're still top notch. And so I feel like you're either currently in a situation where you're now being appreciated, getting paid, or you will be. You're on the precipice, Pal 3, okay? This is how you are victorious when it comes to your hater. Next, they're mad because they want to hate you, but can't help but sneak love you. Yeah, this person loved you. Remember I said they didn't want to appreciate it, but they knew it was good. Yeah. It's like they were getting the best of the best, but they were taking it for granted. They loved it, but they were just too immature to really fully show you the appreciation that you deserved. They're jealous and in competition with you. Yeah, so there's also some of that going on as well. Part of why you were not appreciated by this hater, and in fact they may have just been not wanting to reward you or whatever, is because whoever was in charge or of dishing out rewards or appreciating you or whatever was like, you're too good, Pal 3. You're too good. They would see the things you would put out and be like, wow. But then they would just kind of sink into apathy and, lack of appreciation, and just kind of like, because you were putting out so many. It's like you were this master craftsman, Pal 3. And you would make these bowls that could easily go for thousands of dollars in a shop somewhere. Okay, everything, it was super on point. It was there. This was you're like a master craftsman. You started off as a master. Okay, but you were also very prolific. So you would do, amazing cup after amazing bowl after amazing this after amazing. So you filled up the shop with all these beautiful, amazing things to the point where it was like they were oversaturated. They just, even though their eyes, they were seeing beautiful things all around that you had done, Pal 3. They just didn't have the stomach for, oh my God, I'm in a treasure. This is a treasure trove. I've hit the jackpot and I need to act like it. They just couldn't get themselves there. There was many things going on. They're immature. They were lazy too. I'm getting that they were lazy and couldn't come through to meet you on the other end, even though they didn't have to work as hard as you were. And they were jealous because they're like, and so the way they reacted to their jealousy was to just sink down into apathy and just be like, whatever, in deep down, they knew they weren't as good as you were. And this is part of what kept them like, not appreciating. But they're going to pay the price because they will be missing you. They're going to be hallucinating you. They're going to be like, oh, was that pile 3? Oh, they're not here. Pile 3 is not back. Yeah, no, pile 3 is not coming back, fool. Okay? And this is going to be their lesson. This is how you're victorious over them. And also, in addition, you will be rewarded, or you're currently being rewarded. And this rewards, if you're currently being rewarded, it's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow. And this energy where they were dissing you or not appreciating you, they're going to be experiencing it. They're going to be dissed. They're going to be not appreciated. They're going to be taken for granted. They're not going to get rewarded. They're going to be living in poverty. And unfortunately, I do see that maybe kids might be involved, and I really hate to see that. I love kids. It really is true. The sins of the father are visited upon the son. I don't know if you've ever heard that statement, but it looks like something like this is going to be happening. This is how you're victorious over your hater. I also feel like they're going to be locked in their small mental prison, or they may literally go to jail over what happened, depending on your situation. But you are going to be appreciated for the funny person, the hardworking person, the creative person, the truly talented gem of a person that you are, and you're going to receive rewards. Pile 3. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing in the cards to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If it was resonant, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. It is beautiful. It's an honor to do a reading for you. Take good care of yourself, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to reading pile 4. You may have chosen the Rainbow Moon Tarot deck here, or you may have chosen this aura colored or rainbow colored crystal. Let me go ahead and set that aside for you. And we have 4 right there. Now, before I take a look at your cards, here's what I'm picking up on as far as how you will be victorious over your hater. I feel like your situation is going to become very stable. If it's already stable, then it's going to remain stable. This is going to be your victory over your hater, okay? Your situation is going to be stable, or become stable, or remain stable. I'm also getting that you're going to be included. Pile 4. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't say pile 3. Pile 4, I meant pile 4, okay? Also, you may want to watch pile 3, if I did say pile 3. But I'm also getting pile 4 that if you are being excluded from a certain situation, you're going to be included. Or maybe you're currently being included, and this is your victory over your hater, okay? I just see hope in your situation. You're going to receive hopeful news. Your situation is going to become very hopeful. And I see also new beginnings, okay? You're going to have a fresh start. And this is going to be your victory over your hater. So I feel like this is someone who maybe tried to take your hope away, or someone who tried to make you feel like things were hopeless, or maybe their actions made you feel this way, like you'd lost everything, or like, you have to start over, or like, where are you going to go now? Or maybe you weren't feeling included, or you felt shut out. You're going to be included, pile 4. Maybe you're going to be included in a place that's very diverse, a place that favors being included. Maybe this is someone who didn't want to, maybe it was just a job that didn't want to hire you, or a place that excluded you, or I don't know what it is, but I just feel like your victory is going to be that you're going to be included. And I see that you're going to have hope in your situation. There's going to be healing. There's just going to be good fortune, especially if a storm had occurred. Something went wrong. Maybe this hater maybe instigated something going wrong in your life. And I feel like, your victory over them is it's going to be okay, pile 4. Things are going to be okay for you. You're going to receive good fortune after this storm that occurred, that maybe was triggered by this person, or this hater was a part of this situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look then at what your cards are saying. We'll start with your tarot cards. We're going to see, how did this person hurt you? Let's go ahead and get some confirmation on that. How did your hater impact you in a negative way? How did they hurt you? And that way we have confirmation that you're actually at the right pile. We have the Tower. Yeah, this person discombobulated your situation, pile 4. Wow. I don't know what it is. I just feel like maybe this person, this hater of yours, they may have crashed your ego. They may have said, no, you suck. Or maybe you thought you were building something. You thought things were going well, but this person came through and discombobulated everything. This person may have literally come through and set fire to something, or spread rumors about your situation, about your stuff, or said something bad about your situation. Maybe this person had power, right? The power, tower is peh, which is the power of words, the mouth, the spoken word. This person had the power to say something that could destroy you, harm your reputation, or harm your situation or something like this, and they did so. And I'm so sorry you dealt with this, pile 4. Okay, this person, their actions caused abrupt changes in your situation. They may have caused like an upheaval or disaster in your situation. Okay, and I'm sorry again, like that you have to deal with this. Okay, we got the 9 of Cups. So I feel like you were in a very good situation actually, and this person came through and caused problems for you. It feels like you had everything you wanted, everything was going great, and they came through and caused problems for you. That is messed up, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Like I said, it's gonna be all right. Okay. Yeah, this could have had to do with your job. I feel like this had to do with your employment. Someone came through and maybe they fired you, said something like, oh, you suck, or I don't like this, or whatever, you're fired, and all of a sudden you're out of a job. And maybe you were doing a good job. Okay. I see that you may have been doing a good job. You're skilled. You know what you're doing. And your work made people happy. All right. It made you happy at least. All right. Yeah, I feel like this person may have been like a boss figure, or maybe a matriarch or a patriarch, and they're cocky. Maybe they kept you out of a certain organization or a certain dynasty or lineage or something like this. We have the 10 of Cups. Wow, this person, pile 4. Whew, it's like they held the keys to the kingdom. Okay, they held the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. And it was intentional. I think it was intentional. Someone intentionally excluded you from all this good stuff. Okay, they intentionally kicked you out of this good stuff, or they saw that you were doing good, and they just discombobulated and broke it all down. They impacted your work situation negatively. They impacted your family situation negatively. They impacted your career negatively. They impacted your family negatively. They impacted something that you were trying to create negatively. So this person had a big impact on your life circumstances. And I'm so sorry again that you're dealing with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how you're going to be victorious in this situation. If this is indeed what has happened, let's go ahead and take a look at how you are victorious. I see surrender, acceptance, flow, detachment, cease resistance. So I see that, ironically, the way that you're going to be victorious over this situation is you're not going to fight, you're not going to rail against this discombobulation. It's a victory because you're not resisting. You're saying, God, if this truly is your plan for me, then I accept it. Because a lot of times, guys, okay, hear me out. When you see a lot of these big movements where things are just broken down, everything shattered, foundational shifts, okay, on a foundational level, it's because a message is being sent. And usually it means good things are coming. Remember when I first started reading, before I even looked at it, remember I said something about being excluded. I picked up on all that. I picked up on the fact that there's good things coming. Okay, there's good things coming despite this loss, okay, or whatever had happened. We have situationship. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama free. So I feel like in the way you're going to be victorious in this situation, pile 4, is that this person who maybe displaced you or pushed you out, they may be feeling kind of cocky. Remember I said they feel maybe they're coming across kind of cocky, but the reality is they're not steady and stable either. It's not a steady or stable situation for anyone. Okay, if it happened to you, it could happen to them, and this person doesn't realize it, but they think they kicked you out and you're out there in limbo or whatever. But the truth of the matter is that their situation could go either way. Their situation could go either way as well. Okay, and that is the truth. Their situation could go either way. We got marriage. So pile 4, I see that you're going to get your marriage back. Okay, or you're going to get remarried. So you may be married right now. This is your victory over this situation, your hater who tried to discombobulate or did discombobulate what you had. Okay, I do see that you're going to end up with someone fantastic, pile 4. Someone fantastic, solid, stable, genuine, someone who truly loves you. Or you may be with someone new. Remember I said everything got discombobulated. You lost your family, you lost your relationship, lost your job, lost your career. Everything was negatively impacted. Maybe your career, maybe a business you were trying to create from the ground up. I see that you found someone, okay? Or you will find someone who is genuine. It's not going to be this situationship type of thing that this hater is going to be dealing with. This is your victory over your hater, okay? We got fine print. The fine print must contain clear and conspicuous disclosures of important terms, as required by law. So it's important that you read contracts before you sign. So I am getting pile 4 that you're going to be signing a contract. You're going to be signing a contract either with a new job or a marriage. You're going to be getting a new situation for yourself, pile 4. You're going to be getting a new job. You're going to be getting a new wife or husband. You're going to be getting a new situation. And this is your victory over this person, this hater of yours. You're going to be thriving. You're going to get everything back. You got a wrench in the works. So, pile 4. I feel like God has a plan for you, pile 4. God has a plan. And you are discombobulated so you could find a more steady situation. A situation that's actually going to be stable. Because this situation was not stable. That's the lesson there. You may think, oh, this person did it. They were just an agent for destruction. Okay? That of a situation that was not as stable as you thought. That's the truth of the matter. And when we accept that truth, which I feel you already have, you surrendered to it. This is a power. This is a strength of yours that is your victory in this situation. Is, okay, God, what is your plan for me then? Where am I supposed to be? Where? So I feel like you're going to be fixing your situation. And this person, this hater of yours, they're going to have a problem. Okay? The situation they thought they inherited, or the situation they thought they got from you, maybe a woman came through and took your man. Your job got messed up, all this, and they're now living in your house, and they're now a stepmom to your kids or whatever. I'm just coming up with an example. They're going to find out that they have problems. They're going to find out that there are some major problems that need to be fixed, or that someone has intentionally sabotaged their situation to where they're going to be struggling. They're not going to know what the fuck is happening. They're going to realize that they're being sabotaged. They're going to be sabotaged, pile 4. That's what I'm seeing also. So I feel like you're going to be finding your passion and your purpose, pile 4. I feel like part of this downfall that you experienced, or discombobulation is the word I like to use, is that you will be finding your passion and your purpose. Perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps you had a ways to go before you figured out what it was going to be. Okay? And you're going to figure it out. It could be plants. Okay, maybe you'll be focusing on working on, natural things. Maybe gardening. Maybe you will be traveling more. Maybe you will be working on, I don't know what it is. I just feel like you got something, a passion that's near and dear to your heart. You will finally be able to say, you know what? I had turned my back on this thing in my previous life. Maybe I should look at that and hold it to my heart. And because that truly is me. Maybe that's why this didn't hold. Maybe that's why this job or this career was taken away from you. It's because it wasn't genuine to you. And your spirit guides knew that and wanted you to find your true purpose. And this is how you can be victorious over your hater when it comes to that. We got dragons. Pile 4. You're going to have immense power where you're headed. You're immensely powerful. You're immensely powerful. And there's good fortune coming your way. Remember I said there's good fortune coming your way, pile 4. There is good fortune coming your way. You've already encountered it, I feel. If you have not, then know that it is coming. Okay? It is coming. It's going to be your victory over your hater. I'm getting control over nature too. Okay? You're not going to be, just one of the random people out there who, oh, they laid me off. I'm lost. You're going to be in control of your situation. You're going to be far beyond basic. Pile 4. Far beyond. I feel like, dragons represent destructive forces actually. But in reality, what it is that you're going to become a dragon. Okay? You're going to become royalty. And you're going to develop spiritual strength. You're developing spiritual strength from this situation, this scenario that your hater put you through. Okay? Or your hater was involved in. We have valiant courage. Oh my gosh. Yes. So pile We're getting passion twice. Pile 4, you're being led to find your passion. This is your victory. This is a story that's leading you to live with your passions. Pile 4. Your passion is what matters. Your passion is what is true. Your passion is what is stable. Your passion is what will last. And so you're taking action to work on that passion or work with that passion of yours. It could have to do with travel. It could have to do with legal. Maybe you're a lawyer. Or you're always very passionate about the law, or you were always passionate about nature. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like you are going to engage with, meld with your passion. You're going to be courageous. And this is your victory, because you're going to be living an authentic life, Pile 4. A life that you feel excited about. Whereas you may have thought, I have a good life before the discombobulation. But then, but it was just that you were getting good results, but you weren't living with your passion, you see. But now you will be. We have dancing, number 10, bailar. Pile 4. You're going to have a good life. You found someone. I feel like you may have met someone. You may have met someone, Pile 4, and the chemistry is through the roof. The passion is amazing. This is your soulmate. This is the true love of your life, Pile 4. Or perhaps this is still the same person you were with, but it feels like maybe with all these other things that were stripped away from you, you're not able to focus on them and be like, you know what? You're important to me. You are my life. I love you, and I want to get married, and this person's going to take you even more seriously. It's going to be about your love. It's going to be about romance. It's not going to be about how much money can I make. That's just going to be gravy on top. It's not going to be the focus anymore. Your life is going to be love. Okay, so that's one way you're going to be victorious. Another way you're going to be victorious over your hater. We have hide. So Pile 4, I feel like I don't know what happened exactly, but I feel like your hater is going to go into hiding. Your hater's going to go into hiding, and it could be, they're going to hide themselves, and they're going to try to cover their tracks because they're going to feel ashamed. They're going to feel ashamed of the fact that either that they cheated on you, or that they cheated you out of something. They're not going to want to show their face very much, and that is a victory actually, because they're going to stay out of your way, Pile 4. They're not going to want to come engage or gloat or anything like this. They're going to want to go away. And this is going to be a victory for you. It's going to be a sign of your victory over this person, because they're not going to want to be around to see your victory, see your bounce back. Okay. We have renovation. Okay. So Pile 4, remember I said something about your house may have even burned down. Okay. Maybe someone burned your house down. And I'm so sorry if you went through that. That would suck. I'm sorry. But I see that you're going to be renovating your house. It could also be spiritual. Okay. Right. You are spiritually attacked. Lost some things, right? Look, the house is burned down. Now you're renovating the house. So you're gonna have a bounce back, Pile 4. Good fortune is coming your way. You're gonna recover from all this, whatever it was that you lost, and things are going to, you're gonna maybe it's gonna even be better than before, because you're gonna have true love, and you're gonna maybe have a sense of appreciation, a deeper sense of appreciation of the things that really matter, and your new line of work is going to be. It's going to be your passion, based on your passion. Okay. This is going to be a victory of your hater. Okay. And so the next card I'm seeing is the conspiracy theorist. Pile 4. I don't know why this is coming up. Okay. But it's clear. It's clear. Your hater is going to go into hiding. Your hater is going to become paranoid. Even though they ruined your life, even though they messed you up, they're going to start saying that somehow, this was all your strategy to mess them up. Okay, this person may have mental problems. They may have like some kind of mental issue. They may be BPD, like bipolar personality disorder, or they may be just a paranoid person. They may need to have their brain chemicals leveled out with some good medication. I'm just getting the feeling like they're gonna look at you and go, wait a minute, but I thought I took everything away from Pile 4 that was good. How come Pile 4 is doing okay? How come Pile 4, it seems like the wife that they actually truly wanted? How come if it seems like Pile 4 is actually doing a job they actually truly love now, and I can't take it away from them? And wait a minute, was this all Pile 4's plan? Pile 4, that's funny. They're going to be all caught up in their heads. It's like you're going to have a victory over them that you didn't even bother with. Okay, Pile 4. They're gonna be like, was this all Power 4's plan from the beginning? That I come through and be jealous of them and do all this? Right, that's crazy, right? But they're gonna, this is the victory you're gonna be having. You wouldn't even have to lift a finger, and they're gonna be all caught up in their heads, all turned around in their heads, thinking that you did something when you didn't, when really it was them, and they fully brought it upon themselves. If this was intentional to sabotage your life and to destroy your life, they're not happy. They're not dancing and happy like they thought they were gonna be. They're not victorious and sitting on top of the world like they thought they were going to be. This is your victory over them. They're sitting in a cave or corner, paranoid, thinking, going back on their steps, thinking, wait, but I did this and did that. How come they're not, they were counting, they're banking on, I'm going to be on top of the world, taking over what Power 4 has, and they're going to be sad. They're going to be lonely. They're going to have nothing. And your bounce back is blowing their minds. Your bounce back is making them feel like maybe you planned this all along. And they're gonna start devaluing what it is that they do have. This is your victory over them. It's a head game, and it's like you're winning without even trying, just by saying, you know what, God, I'm surrendering to what you have for me. Take me on this trajectory. Where am I supposed to be again? Tell me. This is an excellent move on your part, Power 4, and it is your salvation. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have 21. We have tension. So I see that this person, okay, your hater, the situation that they ended up in is not going to be smooth. Remember I said there's going to be a wrench in the works for them. They're not going to get along either with your ex. It's not going to be smooth. There's going to be tension in that relationship. They're not going to anticipate. They're not going to like. Or it could be maybe someone replaced you at your job or something like this. It's going to be a very tense job. It's going to be a problematic situation or a career. It's not going to be smooth. There's going to be people they don't like there. It's not going to be the Shangri-La or whatever they thought was going to be amazing. It's not going to be happening for them like that. Okay, Power 4. Now, we have 24, Algiz Mekstava, which is sin. Okay. The Elder Futhark rune, which this is usually flipped. This Algiz, the Algiz, okay, is usually flipped. I don't know why it's pointing downward. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And Algiz represents protection, okay, and support, the wisdom of the universe. So your dependence on the wisdom of the universe of, okay, you know what, fate, God, universe, tell me what is it then? You didn't struggle and rail against this. You didn't fight this person. You didn't try to get yours back. You didn't try to do anything. You just said, okay, they want to wrench it out of my hands. They want to destroy my home. They want to destroy my life. They want to, okay, I'm stepping back. What is the message here truly? You depended on the wisdom of the universe, which is Algiz, and you were given a key. This key is going to help you open the door to your true kingdom. This is your true victory over your hater, is that you're letting yourself be guided by these happenings. You're not sitting there going, oh, caught up in your little mind, right? We all have little minds, guys. Where your little self-conscious mind thinking, they did this to me, I'm gonna fight back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You let it go. Okay, you are humble, and what you're getting in place of this is your victory. Okay, I do feel like your strategy is paying off. You sacrificed yourself. I see a sense of sacrifice here. We see self-sacrifice. We see surrender. Your strategy, Power 4, is paying off big time. Big time. You stood your ground and you said, all right, I'm here. What is it am I supposed to do? You are the victor. Power 4. You won. This is your victory over your hater, is that you just decided, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice myself on this. I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to have courage. Look, courage and courage. I'm going to be brave and do whatever I need to do. You may have fought. Some of you may have fought for your life. Fought for what was yours. You may have stood strong and been brave despite being treated this way. You said, okay, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be brave. It's not fair what has happened. This is an attack. This was sabotage. This was, I don't know what it is, okay? But I'm just getting like some sort of disaster, okay, occurred. Some sort of disaster or some sort of upheaval. Someone who was like this came through in your life and said, I'm going to destroy your life. And You are courageous, you are brave, and it's paying off. This is how you're victorious over your hater. We have celebration. Yeah, you're celebrating Pile 4. Celebrating a wedding, celebrating successful conclusions, celebrating you found a partner, you found a mate. You are celebrating positive outcomes in your life as we speak. Or if you're not yet, then it is coming soon. Mark my words, Pile 4. This is your victory, or this will be your victory over your hater. Okay. Next, we're getting cake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a wedding. I feel like some of y'all may have had a wedding, or you're going to be having a wedding, you're planning on a wedding. This is your victory over your hater. Your hater is going to hate this. Your hater is going to be like, how come they're having, what? They're getting married? What? I thought they would be floundering for at least a decade from this, still their head's still spinning from the destruction, still processing or something. No, you stood strong, you kept it moving, you surrendered and said, God, what is my true destiny? Give it to me, show it to me. What is it? Because obviously this is happening, so I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to depend on my tiny little mind, right? We all have tiny little minds, our subconscious. I'm going to rely on subconscious. I'm going to rely on super consciousness to guide me. Okay? This is something we all have access to. And you did that. And this is your victory over this person, over this hater. We have Akashic Records. Okay, so this person... okay, they're trying to understand what it is about you, Pile 4. Your hater is trying to understand what is it about Pile 4 where they seem resilient, where despite this utter destruction, diabolical catastrophe, they are just going with the flow and bouncing back and thriving. So they're really curious about you, Pile 4. They want to know more about you, want to know more about how you're doing it. This could be an ex. They're trying to see where is this resilience coming from. So this could have been a personal vendetta is what I'm getting. Someone saw how good your life was. They didn't like you and decided they were going to take it away from you or sabotage you in some type of way. And, now it's become a study on how did Pile 4 do this? How is Pile 4 handling this so well? I want to know. Now I've gone from wanting to destroy Pile 4 to wanting to learn from Pile 4. This is your victory over your hater, Pile 4. Okay? They're realizing, oh my gosh, Pile 4 has access to some ancient wisdom or something, because I don't get it. How are they thriving? I'm also getting that they may be wanting to hack into your situation to see, well, okay, if I didn't succeed with that, how can I truly break them down? That's maybe true for some of you. Okay, they may be trying to persist. They want to know, but they can't know. Okay, they can't know. They're jealous. They're mad, Pile 4, as to how you are able to pull this off. How are you able to keep it moving like you are? Look, obsession. See, obsession. What did I say? Blocking what you want me to focus elsewhere. Yeah, they're like, how? Pile 4 was destroyed. I destroyed Pile 4. I know I did. How? So they're checking out your social media. They're noticing that you're rebuilding your life. You found someone new. They love you. Maybe you had a wedding. They're like, what? They found love? I thought I was their lover. Or I thought, maybe this could have been an ex of yours that thought, I'm going to destroy your life. I'm going to take everything away from you. I'm going to divorce you. I'm going to take all your money. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to ruin your career. And they're looking at your social media going, how? How is Pile 4 still somehow still surviving, somehow still thriving? They're looking in your records. They're going back, trying to comb through, like, what happened? Did they meet someone did they go to church somewhere? Did they meet someone who's instrumental to helping them do this? Did they have an ally of theirs working with Pile 4 behind my back? They are shocked, stunned, and they're riveted. This is your victory over your hater, Pile 4, is that they don't understand how you are winning, and they want to know how. They're obsessed with you, Pile 4. They're researching you. They're avidly paying attention to your life because they don't understand how you're healing. You're strong. You're powerful. You're courageous. While they are stuck dealing with someone who has a problem with them. They're having problems. Their situation is not straight. They're stuck being paranoid. They're wanting to hide their face because they know that they were linked with a big disaster in you. They can't gloat about it really because it's going to make them look bad. It's either you're dancing, you're happy, You found someone lovable. We got embarrassed. Oh my gosh, shame, humiliated. Yeah, they're embarrassed by what they did to you, Pile 4. They're like, uh-oh, I'm the one who destroyed Pile 4's life. I'm the one who did it. I'm the bad guy. That's what they're realizing. I just tried to destroy a good person's life, Pile 4's life. I succeeded in I'm the bad guy because now they moved on. Pile 4's moved on and found someone who truly loves them despite them not having all this, that beautiful house and the beautiful career and beautiful family, and they're all gorgeous and a beautiful company. I've taken it off from them, but they found someone who loves them anyway. And this person is now gonna see that I'm the bad guy. Pile 4 has allies. Pile 4 is thriving. Pile 4 has happiness. People who are gonna look at me and see that I'm the bad guy. That's not what they wanted. They wanted to be seen as the winner. Pile 4. Your hater wanted to be seen as the winner, who is better than you, who kicked you out because you were bad or something like this, or who lost out and is now sad. They didn't expect your story to go this way, Pile 4. We got cope. Oh my gosh. Pile 4. Your hater is coping using drugs, alcohol. They're not happy. They thought they were going to be happy after they kicked you out, destroyed your life, that they'd be dancing on your little stone, on your gravestone of your old life, not literally. And that would be their joy. They can't even be happy. They need drugs and alcohol to be happy. So this person has a deep-seated issue that they thought that being destructive in your life was going to help them fix. Wow. They're mad because you pay no mind to them. You moved on. Exactly. You're not obsessing over them. You've moved on. You now have someone. They thought that maybe if they took all these things away from you, you would become obsessed with them. You'd be like, I want my life back. You took it away from me. You're like, God, if that's how this is supposed to play out, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. They didn't expect that from you, Pile 4. They're mad because they no longer have your attention. They thought they could have your attention. That was going to be their joy. That's right. Oh, you see me? I have your house. Okay. Oh, you see me you're hurting. You're hurting, aren't you? You lost everything. I'm the winner here. That's right. Don't you forget it. But you moved on. You stopped focusing on them. You're like, okay, well, it's a loss. I'm going to go focus on other things. I'm going to go find someone who truly loves me. Not them. They didn't love me. Hater didn't love Pile 4. I'm not going to focus on the hater that didn't love me. I'm going to focus on someone new. You found someone new, Pile 4, and they love you. They truly love you, Pile 4. I'm so happy for you. They can't stand your creativity because it shows they lack it. Yeah. See, remember what I said about you were courageous and you're now focusing on your passions. Maybe you're a gardener or something like this, and you decided, you know what, maybe this was a lesson to me to let go of, maybe you were a software engineer or you did something else and this was all ruined or something. I don't know what this story is, Pile 4. You're gonna have to let me know in the comment section. This is a crazy story. I'm so sorry you went through this, but this hater is getting what they deserve, Pile 4. They're realizing that you are a master at work, Pile 4. That it's not about those particulars they took away from you. They thought it was about those particulars. They didn't understand that you had the sauce. The secret sauce was within you. And that you're going to go create this again using a different formula or whatever, finding someone who loves you and do it all over again. And they can't take that away from you. This is what has their blood boiling. They're realizing that, oh my gosh, Pile 4 is just gifted. They're just good. They're realizing that they didn't want to fall in the category of a bad guy, but they are. They're a bad guy. And there's nothing they can do to change that. Keep reminding them how fantastic you are. You see? This is how you're victorious, is that they're realizing that you are fantastic. That if they took your house away from you, if they took this away from you, it wasn't the house that made you fantastic. It wasn't the job that made you fantastic. It wasn't your friendships and your career that made you fantastic. It was you, Pile 4. You are fantastic, Pile 4. No matter what conditions anyone puts you in, you will be fantastic. You are fantastic, and you will come out shining on top. And this is how you are victorious against your hater, Pile 4. Wow, bravo. Bravo. And that's what I'm seeing at cards for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If it was resonant, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and you are wonderful to read for. Take good care of yourself, and I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. All right, catch up with you next time. Okay, bye.